yellow light, all day light, all night light, on the blue light, on the fence light, defense light, it's brown light, house call light, it is sound light, it is sound light, it is sound light.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School here in Bushnell. You got the K&K show, Kyle Leach, joined as always by Kurt Folk as we're live on our YouTube stream and WCCI, so thank you for joining us. And Kind of a unique situation today, Kurt.
Yeah.
Week 9 matchup against two quality teams, one being from the state of Illinois, the Milledgeville Missiles, coming in a runner-up finish last year in 8-man football in Illinois, and they're facing the runner-up from Missouri, a state-ranked North Shelby team here. As both teams 8-1, is I'm going to have terrible timing. We're going to have to cut away for the national anthem.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Timing to begin things here, Kurt, as we were starting.
Good start.
Got away right to the national anthem, but yes, Missiles will be the home team on the scoreboard today, Kurt. But as we said, the state runner-up in Illinois last year, Milledgeville, taking on the state runner-up from Missouri, North Shelby. They come in 7-1. The Missiles top ranked in the state of Illinois, 8-0. But give credit to both teams for even wanting to play this game, Kurt.
I think that's what you like to see. The coaches, I think the story is just kind of a central 8-man football camp kind of met up, and some contacts were exchanged, and two teams happened to have Week 9 open, and they sought out competition. Two previous year runner-ups battling here out at Bushnell. Here today, kind of as Diamond Rio, I think, once said, I'll start walking your way and you'll start walking mine. We'll meet in the middle somewhere. And
this was about dead center in the middle.
Yeah, it was going to be about a 4-hour drive or something, wasn't it?
It's like about 2:15 for each team. I talked to some North Shelby parents, and they said right about 2:15, 2.5. So it was about in the middle. We're even a little ahead of early kickoff here, a little before 1 o'clock today. But maybe our favorite name, he's the kicker, he's the quarterback. We're going to mention him a lot today, Bo Bacon.
Cannot wait to say that name a lot today.
And here's the kick. Back to receive it is Evan Shank, about his own 15. Fakes it to Johnson. Runs around the left side, across the 20, 25. Still pushing up near the 30-yard line. So the question is, would their all-state running back play today? He's missed the last 2 games, Gannon Bowen. He is starting on defense, Kurt, so I'd assume we're going to see him on offense. So it looks like North Shelby is full strength.
Yeah, probably the first thing we noticed when they trotted out for their warm-ups was that number 13 is dressed, and he looked pretty good in warm-ups. He looks to be moving well. Currently out there on defense here for the Raiders is number 13.
So pistol formation for Francis and the Missiles to start. Nye behind him. Johnson and Mickelson split out. Going to be a toss to Nye. Nye off the right side. Short gain, going to be tackled there by number 22. That's TJ Belt. After gaining about 2.
Yeah, unique situation. Here we are in Bushnell, but it's a Missiles home game, which means our chain gang had to travel 2 hours and 15 minutes.
They're always ready.
Run another town's chains, but they're here and they're ready.
So it was been a weird week, Kurt, with school being only 3.5 days this week of school. Yeah. We had no game last night. I didn't really know what to do with myself.
No, I told you starting up, I almost forgot it was Friday and that there would be other football games on.
Shotgun formation for Francis. He drops back to pass, has time, going to be pressure, going to throw it out to Johnson, who has a completion. Nope, came out.
Dropped it, yep.
Had it for a second, but drops it.
Yeah, long developing play there. Number 32 there, Drake Prang was barreling down in on Kyson Francis. Had to make a pretty good throw there to even get it into Johnson, who can't quite hang on to it.
Yeah, overcast day here in Bushnell. Not going to lie, I'm maybe regretting doing the shorts.
Yeah, it was kind of, I noticed as soon as I didn't notice.
Well, yesterday
right away.
when I looked, it said 60 down here. But that evidently changed.
Yeah, I asked Alexa this morning, and the morning temp was quite a bit warmer than it was in Milledgeville down here in Bushnell, but it's not going to get much warmer than it started out in the morning.
Francis going to hand to Nye. Nye's going to be bottled up for short gain, and it's going to be 4th down for the Missiles. Number 33 in there. Taylon McCoy on the stop. Gain of 1, it's 4th and 7.
Yeah, Missiles 2 short run plays here on their opening drive. A missed connection there on their passing play. They got a long 4th down here, 4th and 7 here for the Missiles.
Back to punt is Francis. Like I said, overcast day. It's low 50s, and the breeze is right out of the east, right into our into the booth here.
Yeah,
about 10 mile an hour.
Flying right in here. Papers are probably going to be flying all day long.
Yeah, we'll see how long I keep up with the stat keeping today. Francis punt going to take a back and forth bounce.
It kind of went both ways for both teams there.
So they're going to have good field position, are the Raiders.
Yeah, this was a good test for this Missiles defense, the starting defense that comes in as a starting unit, basically only giving up a touchdown all year long as a starting unit. Most of the Missiles points they've given up this year have came in running clock games when the JV squad was in there.
Yep. Same starters for the Missiles on defense: Livigood, Rayhorn, and Mickelson. Evan Shank, Spencer Nye, Caleb Sarber, the linebackers, Promin, Schinkel, and Johnson, the cornerbacks. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Bacon out of the pistol formation. He's going to air it out deep, looking for, that's number 13 right away, gaining Bowen, but overshot him there.
They tried to go to Bowen there right away. They're on the deep pass play, overshot him. Maybe Bowen showing a little bit of effects of what I believe I heard was like a high ankle sprain there. Couldn't quite get to that ball, but he was well overthrown. Missiles might have got away with one there because I think he had him breaking deep if the connection could have happened.
So that shows you they're going to use him a lot today. They go to him right first play here, Kurt.
Yeah, he's looking to be featured. I even saw him taking some quarterback reps, which it looks like he is.
Shotgun formation for Bacon. Going to hand it off to Browning. And no gain on the play.
Missiles defense all over that one. Carter Livigood in there. Spencer Nye.
Give him a gain of 1.
Yep. Yeah, that time that was actually, I started to say that they even had Bowen taking some snaps in pregame there, and that was him there taking that snap, but he did just hand it off.
So 3rd and 1, ball on their own 43-yard line. Just under 10 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. The Missiles and the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders here will run both Bo and Ty Bacon at you. They'll like to double up.
Who doesn't love more bacon?
Does it? That really helps. That makes sense.
We're going to get hungrier as this game goes along. As this is, Bacon is going to beat, or no, this is 13, the running back.
That was Bowen again, taking the quarterback snap there. He's bottled up by Carter Livigood. Nothing doing there for the Raiders. They're going to have a 4th down and 11 here.
So both teams kind of feeling each other out a little bit of this first possession.
Yeah, these cross-state games, you know, you don't know your opponent like you do playing a West Carroll, a Polo, teams you see year after year after year after year, knowing kids coming through the program.
Bowen does the punting for them as well. Kick out of bounds. The Missiles will have it near their 30, maybe 31.
31-yard line looks about there.
28-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the
So the Missiles get their second crack of offense, starting offensively for the Missiles. Quarterback Kyson Francis, a sophomore. Running backs Evan Shank and Spencer Nye, both seniors. Tight end Connor Johnson, a senior. Tight end Benny Mickelson, a senior. Guards Caleb Sarber, a senior, and Carter Livigood, a senior. And then center Ian Rayhorn, a sophomore. So both teams go 3 and out.
Yeah.
Both come in high-powered offense. Missiles average 50 points a game. North Shelby averaging 41.8. Hand off to Shank. Shank spinning up the middle. Nice gainer there. Going to be 5 or 6.
Yeah, best yardage there of the game for both teams. There it comes from Evan Shank. I think, like you said, maybe you're both teams just kind of feeling each other out. Definitely the first coldish weather game of the year the Missiles have played.
Yes.
So like those blocks and those hits feel a little bit differently in cold weather. So kind of starting a little
Shank again pushing forward. Going to have the first down. He's going to gain about 5 more. Running hard there, Evan Shank.
Well, 3 times Evan Shank's had the ball in his hands today. He's pushed the pile both times, both on that on that kickoff return to start the game, and his last 2 runs here. He's looking to run today.
So first down is for the Missiles here. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Bill Matthews checking in.
Yeah, the Moe family watching on from back home.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Francis under center, going to go play action this time. Going to air it out to Livingood. Livingood's got it. Gain about 9, maybe 10. We'll see where they spot it, and I think he's going to move it up and give him the first down, Kurt.
Yeah, I think we had Livingood lined up at end that time for the first down. Came from his guard position, moved him to end. I think we moved Benny Mickelson into guard. Missiles using every bit of the players that they have here.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the North Shelby 48-yard line. Going to be a little pitch play to Johnson. Was that a pass or? I didn't see.
That came in front of him, right? So that counts as a pass. That little shovel pass right in front of him there was Kyson Francis to Nye. Able to get a few yards around here on the right side, coming our direction here.
Gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Missiles. Francis under center. Going to hand it to Nye. Nye going to have a first down, lunges forward.
Yeah. Missiles now moving the ball here. Everybody getting in on the action. Spencer Nye picks up a first down.
Gain about 7 there for Spencer Nye. His best run of the game. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Raiders 35-yard line. Big Mac listening as well.
Inside a handoff to Spencer Nye again. He's going to get a couple yards here, 2 or 3 yards here for the Missiles.
3 more. Got my wife, Betsy, Kinsley, Landry watching, as well as Emery is at our house watching. So thank you guys all for watching. As well as the Robles are checking in.
Got Bruce Simpson listening in as well. Brian Simpson, the Simpson twins.
2nd down and 8 here for the Missiles. Ball just inside the Raiders' 35-yard line. Play action going to be the screen to Johnson.
Here.
Johnson's got some room. Makes one man miss. Going to be near a first down. See, maybe a yard short. Again with about 7.
That's a play that the Missiles ran on their opening play last week. Their game last week there in Milledgeville, and when Johnson caught that ball last week, there was nothing but Missile jerseys and green grass ahead of them. North Shelby here played that play a little bit better.
Blaine Kappas wants to know, is this the first time ever the Missiles have wore black on the road?
Yeah, it's almost got to be, doesn't it?
I would assume so. 3rd down and 2 for the Missiles. Ball on the 27-yard line.
That's a weird sight, seeing the black knot at Floyd Dobb Field, but
Grenoble changing the play call here. Shotgun formation for Francis. Francis gonna air it out, looking for Mickelson, and there's a flag.
Little hold there.
A little too much bacon on that one.
There's a flag. Sentence that I'd never thought I'd hear anybody say, but yeah, Bacon got a little handsy there.
Let's see if they call pass interference or a hold. I didn't see what the signal was. I missed it. So should be, I'm going to see if it's going to be about half the distance. Will result in a. So it looks like they did call pass interference.
Yeah, coach could hear the coach yelling out there. He had his hand on him. He didn't interfere him.
This could be like the River Ridge game where we had the kid had a Culver was his last name.
Yeah.
We just kept going eating food. With bacon and bacon here on this roster.
Yeah, this is a home game. Is the Millwheel bringing us food today?
Yeah, I don't know why Scott and Tracy couldn't. I know the game's on at the Millwheel.
I'm sure that would have held on strong for 2 hours and 50-minute drive.
Francis to Livingood, wide open missile, touchdown! Livingood snuck off the line, Kurt, unguarded, 14 yards, and the missile strike first.
Yeah, that's a play that we saw couple weeks ago against Orangeville that Orangeville was ready for both times. North Shelby not ready for this time. Carter Livingood coming off the line. Just the way you set things up there. An 8-man, Carter Livingood able to come off the line. I think he was center that play. Came from the center position. Wide open in the end zone for the first missile score.
2-point try. Pistol formation for Francis. Tossed to Johnson. And he's not going to get there, and he throws it back. I'm not sure why they whistled that dead, but saying he was in the grass maybe. But 2-point try, no good. 5:58 to go here in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 6, North Shelby 0. We'll be back on your sports leader, WCCI.
North Shelby 0.
Welcome back here to Bushnell. Want to thank the host school here, though, Bushnell-Prairie City. They've been nothing but gracious the whole time since we've been here. People to meet us, get us set up in the press box, so really appreciate them hosting us here today.
Yeah, very accommodating the school crew here, and we don't just come with a mic stand and a
Duffel bag?
Yeah, and a camera. We come with a lot of stuff, so thank you to not just Bushnell, but every school that's hosted us this year and allowed us to come in and bring this broadcast on the road. We know we've got a lot of people on the YouTube channel here thanking us for traveling, listening in. Josh Shipman, Jenny Merriman, anybody listening on WCCI, go ahead and check in.
Nice kick, being to be fair caught there by number 4. Drake Plunkett for the Raiders. So their second series.
North Shelby will take over at the 36-yard
Other NUIC games last night. EPC got their 5th win. They're going to the playoffs, 59-22 over Dakota. Stockton knocked off Forston 44-6. Fulton Galena 26. Fulton falls to Galena 26-7. Lee win 40. Dupec 20. Going to hand off to number 10. That's Browning again, right up the middle. Tackled by Saber. Gain of about 3.
Yeah, Browning that time. I believe he's the one that took the bulk of the carries there while Bowen was out. Bowen again took that snap from quarterback that time. Haven't seen Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon's on the sideline. I did see some of that on film. Like I said, but
we do still have Bacon on the field, though, because brother Ty is at tight end here.
Yep. 2nd down and 7 here. Bowen going to pitch to 32. It's Praying out the sideline. Room to run. Nice gain there. Tackle out of bounds there by Shank.
Yeah, close to a 1st down there for the Raiders. Their best gain of the day.
About a yard short.
Raiders find some success running to the outside here on this Missiles defense.
Yes. So 3rd down and 1 here for the Raiders. Ball on their own 45-yard line. 4:50 to go here in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 6, North Shelby 0. Praying gets away, going to have enough, going to gain about 3 yards. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders, near midfield.
First down, Raiders.
Yeah.
Starting lineup here for the Raiders here today. Looks like, well, what we had, quarterback Bo Bacon, running back Gannon Bowen, running back Drake Praying, tight end TJ Belt, wide receiver Ty Bacon. Guards are Talon McCoy and Gavin Parsons, with the center Quentin Wiedemann. Head coached by Kent O'Laughlin.
Yeah, the Raiders have put up quite a few points this year. They averaged quite a few points throughout their year.
Bowen going to do play action.
They also do
now
give
gets out
up
of
quite
it.
a few points on defense.
Going to air it out, 22, and it's through his hands. Nice pass there by Bowen, but the pass falls incomplete.
TJ Belt there can't quite haul it in there for the Raiders. Bowen had him there. Nice pass out there, the number 22. Jaden Promchenko was there, but still had a chance. Falls right off his hands.
Yep, other games last night, Morrison fell to Ottawa Marquette, 66-23. Like I said, Lee win in the big one over Dupec, 40-20. 8-man action seen West Carroll. They were victorious 43-26 over Hiawatha, as well as Polo, a 70-42 victory over South Beloit. 2nd and 10 here for the Raiders. Going to hand it off Browning. Browning up the middle. Gain 3, maybe 4.
Might have fell forward there for a gain of 4.
Cole Browning, 4-yard gain for Browning.
Third down here for the Raiders.
Third down, and we'll call it about 7, it looks like.
Yeah, just over the 50-yard up. Now they've moved it up a little bit.
So playoff pairings come out today. Listen to the spotlight on 8-man football. Those guys do a great job. I think they get the official bracket, 8-man bracket at 5 o'clock tonight. So spotlight on Illinois 8-man football. Patrick McPherson, Joe Meridian, Bob Pilling. Those guys doing a great job for 8-man football covering it.
Have to pull that up in the bus on the way home potentially. Might not quite be back yet.
Bacon back to pass and almost intercepted by Johnson. Bowen had fell down.
Yeah, Johnson definitely had a chance of that ball. Probably should have had it. Can't quite come up with it. Also, the Raiders probably kicking themselves because they had Ty Bacon on the other side with nobody on them. So I don't know if Coach Roble saw that or if the spotters up here saw that, so they got to make sure they got that covered as well because he could have went down his sideline and who would have had Ty Bacon wide open.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 3:22 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here. Your area sports leader, WCCI, Kyle Leach, Kurt Volk. 4th and 7 here for the Raiders. Kurt, decision time here.
We got a decision here already. Here, you're over your 50-yard line.
One thing to say in Missouri, which could have a little effect on that, they play on 80-yard fields.
Yeah, that's true. I know that was discussed and talked about.
So North Shelby's got to play on the 100-yard field here in Illinois. But
Same
looks like they're going to go for it. Yeah. Bacon is back as quarterback. Off to his left is Prang.
Prang now goes in motion here.
I think they're going to go to Bowen. Going to air it out. Gets pressured. He's going to have the first down and more. Bacon is on the loose. 35-30. Tackled there by Saber.
On the floor.
Ball's out. Ball's out. Did they rule the fumble?
No signal yet. Are they saying he was down or are they saying missed the ball?
What are they ruling? What are they ruling? They're talking about it. They're talking about it. Missile football. Ball comes out after a big gain by Bacon. It's about a 25-yard run there for Bacon, but he lost it on the way. I did not see it.
Kind of a situation there where everybody got good pressure in there by Living Good. Everybody kind of getting pressure in on the quarterback, left a big, huge hole there in the Missiles secondary because everybody else was out covering people out for passes.
So Missiles, after they were inside the Missiles 25-yard line, now 1st and 10 for the Missiles on their own 24. Francis under center. Go play action. Gonna air it out to Nye. Nye makes one-man miss. Makes another, but I believe this one might be coming back. There's a flag in the backfield. We could have a hold on the Missiles, and that's what we have.
Flag back there in what is usually the holding zone when thrown there by the head ump.
Holding is the call against Milledgeville.
So a big game by Milledgeville there, negated there by the holding in the backfield.
First penalty for the Missiles. Each team with one now.
North Shelby here, a team that, what I was reading, caused 5 fumbles in their state championship game last year. Had the lead at halftime going in the halftime, but kind of ended up getting rolled in the second half there to be the state runner-up from Missouri 8-man last year.
Back up the Missiles, 1st and 10 for 1st and 20 from their own 14 now. Francis once again under center. Hand it to, is that Promenschinkel? Gets a carry.
Penalty marker.
Yeah, kind of a boneheaded play there by Connor Johnson. Well, after the play, he pushed down a Raiders player. This ball is going to be coming back here for the Missiles again.
Yeah, it was a positive gain there, about 7 there Promenschinkel.
Say Promenschinkel had almost gotten the penalty yardage back there for the Missiles. Just something you can't do. Connor Johnson's got to lay off.
So that was after the play there. It was like, that's going to be a personal foul, so it should still be second down, I believe. Officials are huddling up. But yeah, just something you can't do there. Other games, as well as tonight, playoff show on WCCI, your Air Sports Leader. One I'm usually on, but not going to make it back from Bushnell for that tonight. I believe they're going on, I think, around 7 tonight. Brian Roosh, I believe Joe Letty for the playoff pairing show tonight, your Air Sports Leader WCCI. So now it's going to be 2nd and 20 after the penalty of half the distance. Actually, it's going to be longer than that. Second about 24 from the 10. Hand it off.
Promenschinkel again, he's bottled up there, though, by a host of Red Raiders.
Gain of 1. Going to be 3rd and 23. That was a play there. Johnson was out that play. I believe that little coach's advice maybe there for Connor Johnson on the sideline.
Johnson got a little bit of a talking to there on the sideline quick.
2:25 and counting this first quarter. Milledgeville 6, North Shelby 0.
One of those things that maybe doesn't mean much, in the moment, but Johnson's got to be smart enough not to make that play that could come at a big moment sometime in a playoff game down the road here. So
double or shotgun. Johnson and Mickelson split out to the left. 9 Promenschinkel to the right. Throw it to Johnson, and Johnson's going to be hit immediately in the backfield. Going to be a short gain on the play.
Yeah, Raiders all over that one. Tried a little inside quick pass there to Connor Johnson. Immediately hit by Bacon and Bowen out here was Johnson.
So now 4th down and 23. Francis standing at his own goal line.
Low punt here by Francis, but gets a little bit of a Missiles roll.
Go out of bounds near midfield, but the Raiders are going to have great field position here to start this opening quarter, or this next drive here in Missile territory, about the Missiles 47-yard line.
Yeah, Raiders already in Missiles territory after coming up with a stop there. Couple penalties there stymie that Missiles drive. Can't get anything going after those. Defense is going to have to step up again.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 1:18 to go here in this opening quarter. First and 10. Bowen back in at quarterback. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. One going to drop back to pass. Going to be pressured by Mickelson. Going to throw it up. And, through the hands of number 8 there. Gage Daniel falls incomplete. Pretty good coverage by Promenschinkel. He was reading it all the way, but it did just get over the top of him.
Yeah, Promenschinkel had a bead on that ball the whole time he was running with Daniel there. Good pass again. The Raiders have had some chances here with their passing plays. Just haven't quite been able to haul them in. That could be something. I don't know how much cold weather there's been in Missouri, but again, that could just be something that maybe not quite used to yet. Things just kind of hit a little different when it's a little colder out there.
2nd down and 10. Bowen shotgun formation. Browning to his right. Going to be quarterback run off the right side. Going to be gets out of the tackle with Mickelson, but Johnson there to clean it up. A nice job there by Benny Mickelson. Gain of 1.
Mickelson there, the first man in there, able to slow up there. Bowen couldn't quite bring him down, but he was able to get Bowen slowed up so that Connor Johnson could come in and clean the play up. On our YouTube stream, got quite a few people checking in. Got some people from Missouri. It's good to see. Thanks for coming in. We got somebody listening in. Nathan Stepp listening in from the Royal Caribbean in the Gulf. That's probably a first for us.
Unity Christian beat Milford System Park, someone was saying, so I had not seen that yet. But 3rd and 9 here for the Raiders. Bowen shotgun formation. Gets play action, drops back, going to throw the screen. 2:22, that's Belts. Going to have a first down and more for the Raiders down inside the near the 30-yard line. Flag on the play, though, Kurt. Flag on the play. So Missiles had a big pass play wiped off. Now got a hold against the Raiders. That's going to wipe off a big play.
Same thing here for the Raiders. 2 big pass plays. Both teams do a little extra holding. Yeah, Raiders setting up that screen all the way. Ian Rayhorns comes flying in. A lot of times when you see somebody come flying in unblocked like that, you can kind of assume screen, but a little extracurricular holding there on the outside.
So going to be 3rd and long now for the Raiders. So yeah, we were told, we'll verify, but yeah, Unity Christian upset Milford Cisneros Park. That'll change some playoff brackets, so thank you for that update, 32-28. 3rd down and 19 for the Raiders, ball on their own 43 now. Bowen, shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Going to be pressured by Wreck-It Ralph, gets out of that, now he's off to the races, and just going to be pushed out of the bounds there by Saber.
Saber biting at the ankles out there on the outside, able to push him out of bounds.
Gain of 10, maybe 11. There for Bowen, his best carry of the game. Now they're probably where they're going to go for it again here, Kurt, possibly. We'll see.
I would assume in missile territory here, you could punt it, send them deep. Your defense held up last time, but you also gave up a long drive the one time.
So 4th and 9 on the Missiles 47. Once again, Bowen in there, shotgun formation. Bowen going to just be quarterback or straight. No, he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Benny Mickelson with the stop.
Benny Mickelson in there, make the stop. 4th down for the Missiles. Benny and the Jets once again back there in the backfield, making a play.
Loss of 3 there. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 40, right at midfield. Francis under center, I formation, Promenschenko 9 in the backfield. And now drop back to pass. Francis gonna lob it out to Nye. Nye got it right there. 1st down, gain of 11, tackle there by Bo Bacon.
Yeah, Nye had to kind of sit out there a little, kind of pop pass-esque, but you don't really see a pop pass go for 10 yards a lot of times in the air. But Kyson had to kind of jump up to get that ball out there to Spencer Nye. That's going to bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1 quarter of play, Milledgeville 6, North Shelby 0. We'll be back on Air Sports Leader WCCI after this 60-second timeout.
Yeah, nothing better than a 2-hour drive on a Saturday down the Bushnell in frigid, not quite frigid. I shouldn't even be playing about cold.
Yeah,
it certainly could be
careful
worse.
what you wish for here. Yeah.
Say, could be worse. Our 1st round playoff game next week is probably going to be like -20.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Francis little pitch to Nye. Spencer Nye off to the races on the left side. He's inside the 30, near the 25-yard line. Gain of about 15 there for Spencer Nye.
Yeah, they faked that little inside shovel pass there. The Connor Johnson pulling around from his end position, then go a little pitch outside the Spencer Nye, who finds some room there on the outside for a Missiles 1st down.
I mentioned Jess Roble was listening. I thought maybe Cohen would join us and you'd be out of a job here today, Kurt.
I told Cohen to stay home. No, Cohen did a great job last week. Very informative, very intuitive on watching the play, making them the calls on who was in on the play and stuff. I thought Cohen did a nice job.
Francis back to pass, hits Mickelson with another nice catch, tackled there by Bacon. Gain about 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, good play there. Let's see Mickelson getting in on the offense here. Good gain there. Nice pitch and catch there from Francis to Mickelson.
Yeah, Mickelson had a nice game here so far. A couple big defensive plays on the catch.
2nd and 4.
Mickelson maybe wants himself a little bit of that Ruby's player of the game action.
Yes. Francis under center, I formation behind him. Going to be the pitch to Promenschenkel. Promenschenkel makes a cut. Turn it in, close to a first down, and he might have it. Getting pushed forward, and I think he is going to have it. Gain of about 5.
A nice little run there by Jaden Promenschenkel. Thought maybe he didn't necessarily need to cut it back like he did, but it worked out for him. He got a little help there by Ian Rayhorn, pushing him across the line.
Plunkett on the tackle for the Raiders.
Wife and kids at home today listening. They're doing it the smart way by sitting on a couch in our warm home watching. Jacob Chapman checked in.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Raiders' 5-yard line. Shotgun formation for Francis. He airs it out to 9. 9 runs his pad route, and he's in for a missile. Touchdown! Spencer Nye, the touchdown guy.
9 for the touchdown.
I think we've talked about this since week 1, but Spencer Nye just runs such crisp, clean, good routes. Makes him hard to cover. He'll be the first one to tell you when he comes up here for his player of the game interviews. He's not the fastest, he's not the biggest, but he just runs really, really good, crisp, clean routes that gets himself open, and Kyson does a nice job finding him there for a Missiles touchdown.
So now the 15 yards. Francis to 9. Shotgun formation, going to go full out to the right here. 2 by 2. Francis going to get it to 9. 9 is going to have to make a bunch of people miss, and he's not going to do that. 2-point conversion, no good. 10:23 to go here in the first half. Milledgeville 12. The Raiders 0. We'll be back on your Sports Center WCCI.
Remaining in the first half, it is Milledgeville 12.
Welcome back here. Missiles up 2 scores now, 12-0 over North Shelby.
Noticed Evan Schenk over here off last couple series here on both offense and defense. Good to see him up off the bench though, running, giving him a checkout. Looks like he's got something going on with his knee. It's good to see him up off the bench, getting in some calisthenics there.
So Missile scoring drive. Francis 2-9. Other games from last night. Alden Hebron knocked off AFC 26-8. River Ridge 46-8 over Christian Life. Amboy 54, West Central 14. Ridgewood 42, Peoria Heights 30. Flanagan 64-20 over Bushnell. Galva 55-22 over West Prairie. And St. Anne 61, Blue Ridge 12. Spencer with the kick, going to be fair call.
Fair catch there.
Not something we've seen a lot this year. And maybe
Drake Plunkett, I think that's twice now that number 4 there's fair caught the ball.
First and 10 for North Shelby.
I've always wondered how much that is something that people even know they can do on a kick like that.
35.
I mean, obviously you think of like punts and your kick returners clear back, but I wonder if I wonder how often the up people know that they too can call a fair catch. We've seen plenty of times here with the Missiles this season with some teams that were probably wishing they had called the fair catch.
Yes, going to be Bowen. Bowen off the right side. Short gain there. Nye on the stop.
Again, Bowen with a 3-yard run.
And about 3 there for Bowen.
Raiders.
A healthy dose of Bowen here by the Raiders at quarterback.
Yeah, like I said, he seems to be 100% from what we've seen, or doing the pregame drills and stuff. He looked.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10, or 2nd and 7, excuse me here. North Shelby going to be Going to be 32.
Yeah, we got
Prang going to do the
taking
Wildcat
the duty.
formation. And going to be tackled there by 9 in the backfield. Nicholson there as well. Loss of 2.
Prang with his cowboy collar there and stuff. He looks like a football player there. Is number 32 for these Raiders.
Yeah, he's listed. Some didn't have listings for all the Raiders online. He's listed at 6'3", 200 pounds.
It shows out there. Looks like a Mike Allstott or something there in the backfield. Caleb Sarber's favorite player.
So 9:15 to go, quarter number 2. Milledgeville 12, North Shelby 0. Bowen going to take this out of the shotgun formation, run right up the middle, little jump, and going to turn it into a positive gain. Nice gain there, Rayhorn and Promenschenkel.
Promenschenkel there with the tackles. Ends up with a nice gain there. They do a little jump over the first part of the line.
Gain of about 6, going to be 4th and 3.
Promenschenkel with the tackle.
That's a situation, though, that we've seen a lot in 8-man football. He gets past that initial line of scrimmage. A lot of times you only got one person to beat. And if that person's not a good tackler, you're going to see people break ones here in 8-man football a lot.
So 4th down and 3. They're going to go for it. Coach Lobel's going to take a timeout. 8:30 to go here in the second quarter. Milledgeville 12, North Shelby 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your Sports Leader WCCI. Coming out of a timeout, Coach Roll didn't see something he liked there, Kurt.
Yeah, just making sure that everybody's on the same page here, I think. Making sure kids are lining up based off of certain formations. Coach Roble had about the longest Excel sheet document I've ever seen printed out of all the different formations this team runs. Sounds like they run about 70 different formations that he saw in the limited film that he watched.
Might have lost our WCCI connection. I'm not sure. She said trying to get us back, so we'll see. We're still good on YouTube. 4th and 3. Bowen play action and going to have a false start. Now we'll see if North Shelby's going to punt here, Kurt.
I think that's got to change your decision here, whether...
Ashley says we're all good, so appreciate that, Ashley.
Perfect.
So 12-0. So now going to be a 4th and 8. So the North Shelby Raiders got to talk to a few of their fans. They seem like good people. It's always interesting to meet somebody unfamiliar, but
yeah, small town. Looked up a little bit of it on the way here. Small town, Shelbyville, Missouri, North Shelby High School.
Bowen back to punt. Missiles now creep Johnson back. High punt, get away from it. And it's going to take a...
Jaden. No, that's not what you want to see there. Everybody yelling the classic Peter call. Jaden does not have to get on that ball.
That took a missile bounce, and he...
Yeah.
The Missiles do retain possession there, but there's a teaching moment there, I felt.
Yep. That's going to be talked about a little bit there, but luckily Jaden was able to stay on it. That's always dangerous on a punt play.
And my mom and dad listening, thank you guys as always. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 44-yard line. Francis under center, double tight end set. Promenschenkel 9 in the backfield. B play action. Gonna air it out. He's got Johnson. Oh, Johnson at the 35, 20, 10, and he's in for a missile touchdown. 56 yards, Francis to Johnson, and I don't think hard to get more wide open than that, Kurt.
Yeah, that's you basically watch that play develop, and you see Johnson out there, and you hope that Kyson throws it somewhere near him. Yeah, wide open was Connor Johnson, and then when Connor Johnson doesn't have to be very open to beat people in a dead sprint then to the end zone, but nobody else around, takes it all the way to the house for the Missiles.
Our top 5 electrician has just checked in with saying we're number 1 again. Appreciate that, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
2-point conversion try. Francis under center, going to hand it to 9. He walks into the end zone. 2-point conversion, good. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 0. We'll be back on your Sports Leader WCCI after the 60-second timeout. By Kurt Folk on your Sports Leader WCCI. Quick strike there, Kurt, 56 yards. Francis to Johnson, talking to Coach Kendall there on the way down, and he had said North Shelby struggles covering the pass.
Yeah.
He thought maybe that was...
Could maybe exploit the cornerbacks there a little bit, and Missiles certainly did on that play. It's good to see the Missiles come up with a quick strike, though, that we still have that high-powered ability when needed to hit that quick strike.
Nice return here by number 8, Gage Daniel, the junior. Up across the 35, near the 38. Slow to get up, but he looks, hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, probably just needs to walk that off there. Does Gage Daniel. He's found himself in a couple plays here. Officer Nevels is checking in. Robert Pilgrim, at first I thought he just really liked the soothing sound of my voice, but it sounds like we got some volleyball players sick. I thought I was getting pranked this morning when I got a text message asking if I was all right. I assumed this was some TikTok thing that I was being pranked with that I just didn't know about as an old man.
Bowen, shotgun formation, gonna fake the pitch to the right, run to the left, makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Bowen, he is shifty.
Yeah,
just a junior, like I said.
Bowen showed there why he appears to be one of the premier backs in Missouri 8-man football.
Gained 10 All-Stater as a sophomore last year. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball on their own 49-yard line. Just under 8 minutes to go. 7:54 to go here in quarter number 2. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 0. Praying going to be under center this time. Now they're going to change that up, and it's going to be
Go back
Bowen.
to Bowen here.
I know Coach Robles said they have all kinds of different formations. Bowen tackled there after a gain of 1.
Living good in there. Wreck-It Ralph brings him down.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Living good on the stop. Gain of 1 for Bowen.
7:38 to go. Second down and 9. Travis Hines checked in, listening as always. So they've been primarily Bowen in at quarterback most of the game here. Just a couple snaps for Bacon.
Bacon took the first few early snaps there, but it's been
Bowen
all
with
Bowen.
room to run off the left side. Now he's off to the races. Bowen pushed out of bounds. Oh, they got tangled up there. That was
sad. I don't think there was anything malicious happening there.
So getting a gain of about 22, 21 yards there for Bowen.
1st and 10 for North Shelby.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Their best drive so far here, Kurt.
Yeah, the Raiders got the ball moving here. Going down the field now for them. Yeah, primarily all Bowen here.
Yep,
At quarterback. Now they're going to, oh, nope. Just lining up tight here are their 2 up backs with Bowen still at quarterback.
Yep, now going to have false start
there
on the Raiders. Penalties have hurting the Raiders here so far, Kurt.
Yeah, I'd say
4 for 35 yards. Missiles have had a couple themselves.
Got to stay disciplined in these moments when you've been moving the ball. Trayton Selman sticking up for his dad there. Not really.
He said they're more top 7. Yeah, don't worry. We don't want Chad's head to get any bigger.
No. I don't think the world's ready for that.
1st and 15 for the Raiders. Bowen gonna run off the route, and there's Wreck-It Ralph in the backfield. Tackle for loss for Carter Livinggood.
Now, you can't give Wrecker Ralph a second chance there. If you've been moving the ball, you got to stay disciplined. Can't have those false starts to give Wrecker Ralph another chance to bring you down in the backfield.
Loss of 3, going to be about 2nd and 17 now for the Raiders. 6:28 and counting in this second quarter. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 0. Looks like Bacon is in now, Kurt.
Bacon is back.
But the other Bacon went off, so it's not a bacon, just a single Bacon.
You always get double Bacon. They're offering it.
That's not a question. Bacon gonna get it out to Bowen. Bowen out here on the left side, gonna be tackled. Nice open field tackle.
Nice tackle there by Spencer Nye.
Spencer Nye.
Stopped on the play by Spencer Nye.
Gonna be another loss on the play, or maybe short gain.
Maybe no gain there, basically, for the Raiders, I would say.
So going to be 3rd and about 18. Ball on the Missile 38-yard line. 5:35 and counting. My daughter wants to know who Bacon is. That'd be their quarterback, Kinsley, is the name Bo Bacon.
Yeah.
All-time great football name. Bo Bacon going to drop back to pass. He's going to air it out. Johnny's tracking it, and it's incomplete, looking for Bowen.
Yeah, going after Bowen again there. Bowen featured heavily in this offense. Had Browning over there as well. You can see Johnson watching that ball the whole way. Nobody could come down with it.
So 4th and 18.
I said before the game here that Bo Bacon, like if I was making and producing a football movie,
yes,
that's probably what my quarterback's name would be.
Yep. With the center, Mo. So 4th and 18. Yeah, that's a great name.
Our friend Dave Weisner did check in that he's watching. He must not be quite scouting some
he was scouting some 7-year-olds. Hank, that's speaking of a great football name.
Yeah, Hank is
pass
a
it,
great football
going
name.
to get the first down. It's close. Let's see where they mark it. Going to be right at the sticks. I think he's going to have it on 4th and 18.
Are we going to get a measure here? We haven't had a measure at home. They're going to give it to him.
The first down marker.
They give the first down. Give them 19 yards there.
First and 10 for the
To,
Raiders.
I believe that was Belt. Was that Belt, 22?
Yeah. Yeah, Raiders here keep this drive alive on a big 4th down play there.
Yes, great conversion there for the Raiders. The Missiles thinking they're going to get off the field here, but the Raiders able to convert. They have it 1st and 10, ball on the just inside the Missile 19-yard line, or inside the 20.
In Missouri, they would have scored already.
They would have scored. Interesting, like from what I've seen on film, hand off to Browning. Browning up the middle.
Browning with a run.
In a 2, maybe 3. Mickelson on the stop.
Gain of a couple.
But what I've seen, like their field goal posts are still back.
Oh, really? Okay.
So like it's, I don't know from the, I only seen them attempt 2 points whether they can kick. I assume they can, but if they go move it up, I'm not sure.
Move it up and kick from
That's
a
a good
different
question.
spot? That's yeah. I don't know if anybody's listening from Missouri still that could answer that for us in their 8-man league.
But yeah, their field goal post. Which I'm
Maybe
sure
you
it's
just
not.
don't kick, I guess.
Bowen gets out of a tackle, still shifty. Nice run there by Bowen.
Yeah.
Finally tackled by Mickelson, but he's going to have gain of 8 and a first down here.
Yeah, really shifty in the hole there was Bowen.
On the stop for the Missiles.
Eluded some tackles, ran away from some tackles.
Livingood had a hand on him,
Yeah.
but couldn't bring him down. First and goal for the Raiders. Ball on the Missile 9-yard line. Raiders trying to punch one in here.
It leaves only the box operator up on our crew because we're inside the 10.
Be Jared and I running the box operator. Gonna be a pitch to Browning. Browning off the left side. Got blockers in front. Gonna get near the 5. Good gain there on first down. Inside the 5, down to the 4.
5-yard gain for Browning.
Yeah, some success there to the outside here for the Raiders. Spencer and I tried to run him down from behind, took a dive at his ankles.
Watching some games last night, what we need to get, Jared, over there on our sideline is the digital marker.
Yeah.
You've seen that really lights up at night. Second and goal for the Raiders. Bowen in at quarterback.
Seems like something maybe the boosters could provide.
Gonna run it right up the middle there. Saber gets him in the backfield.
Bowen tackles on the back.
Loss of about 3 back to the 8, maybe 9 yard. Loss of 4 back to the about the 9. Third and goal. Just inside the 9, maybe 8.5 yard line here. They converted a 4th and 18 earlier on this drive. Looks like Bowen's going to remain in at quarterback. Let's do a kind of a power run misdirection here, Kurt. What are you thinking?
I think you go power run here with Bowen.
Yep, Liedbacher praying and Browning. That's just going to be a pitch to Prang. Prang off the right side. Francis there, but down inside the 5, turned it into a nice gain about the 4, gain about 5 more there for Prang.
So
Thought the Missiles were going to shut that down better than what they did there.
4th and 4.
Yeah, Prang, that's a big body that fell forward there for him. The Missiles had it pretty well bottled up. Thought Kaiser Francis came up and did make a good tackle there, but let's say 6'3", 200-pound man against Kaiser Francis is probably all 150, 160.
The Raiders have dialed up. 4th and 4. 4th and goal from the 4. Bowen, shotgun formation. Gonna fake it. He's got a guy wide open. Complete. Bowen finds it to Ty Bacon for a Raider touchdown.
Bacon for the touchdown.
Yeah, Provinchenko tried to recover there, but too wide open there was Ty Bacon. It would have been quite the recovery there by Provinchenko. He'd have been able to recover that ball out to Bacon, who was wide open.
Bowen did a nice, just about put too much air. Provinchenko about ran under it, but nice ball thrown there by Bowen to Ty Bacon. And the Raiders are on the board here. They now try for 2. 20-6, right at 2 minutes to go here in this first half. If they can get a stop here as well, they'll receive the second half kickoff. So Raiders right back in this ball game. Shotgun formation. Bacon going to be pressured now, still trying to get out of it. Now he's going to look to run, I believe. Or is he going to throw? He's going to throw to Browning, and just a little bit too high. Pass falls incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Milledgeville 20, Raiders 6. We'll be back on your sports leader WCCI.
With 2 minutes left in the first half.
At 20-6, a nice drive, converting on a 4th and long along the way.
Yeah, Raiders with a solid drive there, showing what they're capable of on offense. It was kind of the Bowen show there. He did a little bit of it all.
Well, look who joins us in the broadcast booth here. Mr. Jax makes an appearance.
Finished with another ship I was
Just ran a little late with that ship that you were building there. Yep.
We'll be previewing all the ships he's been building in the Milledgeville hallway here soon.
Does good work from what I've been told.
Heard that's the only reason he put the felt in the back of the trophy cases. Eventually he's going to change out all the trophies to his ships.
Bacon, Bo Bacon with a kick. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
This will see what they elect to do here. With the weapons Milledgeville has, you can always make them re-kick it, Kurt, but don't look like they're going to.
I say move her up. We'll take it from the 35-yard line. We got 2 minutes here.
So big stand here for
one in.
North Shelby here, Kurt.
Yeah.
If to get a stop here, like I said, they will receive the second half kickoff here.
Yeah, there's just a huge difference going in 2 scores down and getting the ball coming in, knowing you can make it a 1-score game as opposed to coming in down 3 scores. Just does several different things to your psyche there.
Nye right up the middle, quick hitter. It's going to gain about 7.
We got an answer that in Missouri 8-man, they do move the ball up if they're going to, they move it up 10 yards if they're going to kick.
Okay, makes sense. Another quick hitter to 9. 9 makes one man miss. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Again up the middle.
Yeah, Missile's going to get on the ball here, keep things going.
About 8 more for 9. Quick.
Down for the Missile.
Quick no-huddle offense, 1:40 to go here. As Glock stops as they move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on their own 49-yard line. And now we got a false start, moving a little too quick for the Missiles.
Moving too fast.
Tom Newbauer checking in. Oh, he listens every week, so appreciate you, Tom. So Missiles, I believe just their 2nd penalty so far. Be 1st and 15, ball on their own 44-yard line. And as the clock is going, as they're waiting to break the huddle. I believe, do they have all, 2 timeouts? I know
we used one there on defense there.
And down for using 1. Francis gonna drop back to pass. He's gonna air it out, looking for Johnson, but gonna be intercepted there. What a play by number 13, Bowen. Jumps up and snagged that one right out of the air.
Yeah, Bowen all over the field. He simply put, just kind of made a better play on that ball than Johnson did. I thought Johnson maybe could have went up and tried and get that too a little bit there.
Ball will be slotted after
But Bowen is the one who goes up and makes the play there for the Raiders. And what's better than just getting a stop before going in the half is giving yourselves a chance here to make it a 1-score game going in the half.
What a catch there by Gain and Bowen. 1st and 10 for the Raiders, ball on their own 25-yard line. Bowen, shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 1:09 to go here. Bowen going to be pressured, now going to drop up, run it out of bounds after gain of about 5.
Bowen ran out of bounds.
Looks like gain of 4.
Gain of 4 here for Bowen. That's vulnerable there. Those Raiders have found some good chunk yardage there on their pass plays, just taking it up for a run then. Missiles have everybody else back in coverage besides Caleb Sarber, who's kind of spying the quarterback. But a lot of green grass in front of the quarterback on those plays.
Bowen, shotgun formation once again. 1:02 to go in the game. Bowen gonna air it out, and it's almost! Johnson had a chance for a pick 6.
Johnson had a chance to return the favor there and more. There was nothing in front of Johnson if he can handle that one in. Good play on the ball there, though, by Johnson.
Not sure if he's got bacon grease on those gloves from this morning or what. Only 1 glove as well. A unique
wearing the 1. Must need 2.
So 3rd down and 6 now. Now Bo Bacon. Bo Bacon is in at quarterback now.
Yeah, the Bacon.
Bowen is in the slot here. Slot to the right. Bacon going to be pressured. Going to throw it to Bowen. Pass falls incomplete.
Bacon's pass is incomplete. Intended for Gannon Bowen.
Yeah, Bacon there looking for Bowen.
So now Missiles will get a chance here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
4th and 6.
53 seconds as Bowen back to punt. Johnson going back to receive it for the Missiles. 53 seconds remaining in this first half. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 6. High snap, but he gets it. And low kick, but going to take a nice bounce here for the Raiders. Going to go out of bounds inside the Missile 40. About there, see where he marks it down, about the zone 38-yard line. So great punt there by Bowen.
That punt didn't start out great, but ended up being a pretty good punt there for the Raiders. It's like a drive in golf that you kind of blade, but it ends up getting a run on the fairway for you.
Scott Foltz said he heard Tom's listening. Wants to know if he's got a score from that Vikings game on Thursday. That was ugly. Vikings are just good enough to beat the Bears.
Yeah, pretty much. About it, though.
Gonna hand it off to Promenchenko. Promenchenko up the middle, gains about 5.
Promenchenko with the run.
This is going to go no huddle here.
34 seconds. See
maybe
if you can break one here before they call a timeout is what I think.
Get one play in here, then use our timeouts. Got to go, though, here a little bit.
Oh, and Jacob left early. False start here on the Missiles.
False start against Milledgeville.
Back him up. A little sloppy play here for the Missiles to end this first half.
Yeah, some uncharacteristic stuff here for the Missiles.
So second.
Jaden Promenschenkel here getting a chance in Evan Shank's absence.
So Evan looks to be okay on the sideline, but more just probably keeping out precautionary more than anything. 2nd and 10 here for the Missiles. Francis under center. I formation behind him. On a pitch to Promenschenkel. Promenschenkel off the right side. Gonna get out of bounds. Stop the clock there. Gain of about 11 for Promenschenkel.
Well, the Missiles will take a chance here if we'll just kind of run a running play, and if we happen to get it, we get it. If not, go into halftime with a lead.
So 7 seconds remaining. Ball on their own 49-yard line. See what Coach Grenoble with the Roadhouse menu sheet over here, what he's got dialed up here.
Yeah, but the only thing bigger than his play sheet is the text messages on his phone.
I thought you were going to say Selman's head.
Well,
shotgun formation for Francis. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Just a 2-man rush here. And
Jaden going early again there.
Penalty starting to head up now for the Missiles.
Yeah.
So going to be 1st and 15, ball on their own 44.
Legal procedure against Milledgeville.
6.4 seconds remaining, which is most likely going to be the final play of the first half here. And now looks like Coach Roble maybe just seen enough out of the offense for frustration. He's going to take a knee here, Kurt. And that's what Francis does, take a knee, and that's going to be it. Here, our score at the half. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 6. As we'll go over some first half stats here first. For the Raiders from North Shelby, we got Bowen, 13 carries for 51 yards. Browning, 5 carries for 14. Praying, 4 for 12. Bacon, 1 carry for 25 yards. Through the air, Bacon he's 2 for 6 for 19 yards. Bowen 1 for 4 for 4 yards, but that was a touchdown to Ty Bacon. So Ty Bacon 1 catch for 4 yards and a touchdown. Belt 1 catch for 19 yards. 4 penalties for 35 yards. For the Missiles now, Spencer Nye 7 carries, 43 yards. Jaden Promenschenkel 4 carries for 24 yards. Shank 3 carries for 16 yards. Through the air, Francis 9 for 11, 2 touchdowns.
48, Spring Valley Hall 21. Macomb got a 4-foot win over LBC.
Make that 3 touchdowns. As I missed the one. Francis 9 for 11, 3 touchdowns. As Johnson 4 catches for 70 yards, a touchdown. And we got Nye 2 catches, 26 yards and a touchdown. Nicholson 1 for 6, and Livingood 2 for 24 yards and a touchdown. 4 penalties for the Missiles as well for 25 yards. Pretty good football game here this first half, Kurt, with the Missiles leading 20-6.
Yeah, Missiles happy here going into halftime with the 20-6 lead. I don't think the Raiders can be upset with the way they've been playing. They've moved the ball on the Missiles. They've gotten stops against the Missiles a few drives here. Could be in for a good second half of football. Missiles got to hopefully clean some things up there. Probably looking to push in another score there at the end of this half, but
Just Roble did say that by far the quickest half of the season. An hour.
That's good to see.
Right at an hour. So, that's something we're not used to.
Say a lot of times our first quarters are about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes long. So, quick first half. Both teams, I think just doing what they do, feeling each other out a little bit there. Again, unfamiliar opponents learn more about each other as the game goes on. We're a pretty good first half of football here in Bushnell.
So, once again, your score here at the half. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 6. We'll be back on your sports leader WCCI after this halftime break.
motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. Come on now. We will win. We are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day light, all night light, on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this wild light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
With a touchdown pass to Bacon.
Yeah, kind of a half of missed opportunities potentially on both ends here. Thinking back to a lot of pass plays that the Raiders just missed. Missiles with some opportunities too that I'm sure they'd love to have back.
Yeah, the penalties kind of hurt the Raiders early, and then they hurt the Missiles here late.
Yeah.
Both teams unofficially with 4 penalties, but Raiders will receive the second half kickoff.
North Shelby will receive to begin the
Trying to
second
keep,
half.
seems like the wind's picking up a little bit here and there.
I actually was going to say when I came back up from walking out at half, it's warmer outside of this booth.
Then is it? Yeah, like I said, with the wind coming from the east, right in our face.
These open garage doors here basically just tunneling the wind directly at us. If you're outside of the booth, it is actually warmer outside of this booth.
Yeah, great view, but yeah, they're not windows. It's an overhead garage door with no windows, so you got to have them open to see.
Teeing the ball up for Milledgeville.
So back to receive will be number 8, Gage Daniel here for the Raiders. Creative Cuisine listening. Kevin Tessendorf tuned in as well. I seen Wally's Place had the game on there today. You buy a cup of ice, you get to watch the game for free.
Always got deals there at Wally's.
Yes, so 9 to tow it up for the Missiles. Leading 20-6 here at the half. Going to be received. No fair catch this time by number 4, Plunkett. Across the 45. Nice return there, up about the 47-yard line.
Plunkett able to get away from Connor Johnson there, spin out of that tackle. First time he hasn't fair caught the ball all game.
Looks like Evan Shank back in to start the second half here, so that's good news for the Missiles.
Yeah.
In at linebacker.
Good to see Evan on the field. Mark Downey listening in from a cornfield just south of Polo.
Congratulations. Speaking of Downey, the Blackhawks go unbeaten.
Yeah.
And you go unbeaten in the NUIC. That's pretty special there, Kurt.
Yeah, it's a special season there the Blackhawks are having.
Bowen, quick hitter to Prang and get out of the living good, but Sabres there. Going to gain about 2.
Flight of missiles that ends up being there. Sabre in there. Benny Mickelson. Yeah, I got to imagine that we are well on our way towards a Stockton-Lena showdown in the playoffs.
Yeah, Stockton.
For which one of those two is going to be the state champ?
Which it's not official yet, but yeah, from the brackets that I had seen, Kyle Kampmeyer at his bracket, looked like they wouldn't at least meet until semifinals. But
that's good.
Sign me up for a Stockton-Lee win semifinal match. Bowen back to pass here for the Raiders. Has Bacon, Ty Bacon. Pass complete. Tackled there by Johnson.
Pass complete to number 5, Ty Bacon.
Yeah, we almost thought about going out and searching for the Bacon parents in the crowd at halftime to come up and interview them. We got Bo, number 7, and Ty, number 5. Thought they missed an opportunity there on naming their kids.
Gain about 4 there. 3rd and 4 here for the Raiders. Ball on the Missiles, 47-yard lines. Yeah, you got Bo. You could have had Mo Bacon.
And that's what everybody wants.
10:40 to go here, 3rd quarter. Bowen under center. Browning in the backfield. Prang goes in motion. Going to be a toss to Browning. Browning off the right side. Tackle nicely there by Mickelson flying over.
Mickelson and Rayhorn over here limiting that. They had some nice blocking coming around the outside, but Mickelson and Rayhorn able to get through their blocks and push them out of bounds.
Gain of 1, 4th and 3 now for the Raiders. 4th and 3. Ball just outside the Missiles 45. Looks to be on the 46-yard line. 10:28 to go in this 3rd quarter.
And one of the fastest missile games we've broadcast all season so far here.
Browning going to handle Browning off the carry, gets through the tackle of Johnson. I think he's going to get that for the first down. Nice run there by Browning. He's going to pick up about 5.
Yeah, Browning just put his head down there after getting the handoff there from Bowen. Puts his head down, powers through for a first down for the Raiders.
Johnson met him right at the sticks, but he falls forward. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball in the Missile, 41-yard line.
Yeah, these Raiders are not kids. They don't have a single one that looks like that you can go in and just shoulder tackle.
Unity Christian got a win earlier today. They're getting out of a tackle. Bowen.
Yeah, Bowen able to put a move there on Carter Livingood and Evan Shank.
Gain of about 7.
Can't get out of the grasp of
7-yard gain for
Spencer Nye and Ian Rayhorn.
Orangeville was up at the half, I believe, over Abundant Light, 14-12. That's a win and get in for Orangeville today. They could get in at 4 and 5. 1 4 and 5 team gets in, and they look to have the tiebreakers if they're able to pull off that victory. Bo Bacon, hand to Browning. Bowen.
Yeah, Bowen and Browning are
going to give him
close. Tough to
be about a yard short.
Times.
Close to the first down marker.
Looks like Bo Bacon's going to be taking the quarterback duties on this 3rd down play as well. He has Prang and Bowen in the backfield with him.
3rd and 1. Bo Bacon handing to Bowen.
And have the first down.
Pick up 2, needed 1.
First down, Raiders.
Again, the Missiles kind of initially had him hit there. Short of the first down, couldn't wrap up. Just missed an ankle tackle there.
Great opening second half drive so far here for the Raiders. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball in the Missile 30-yard line. Bacon under center. Gonna bring right up the middle. Falls forward for positive gain though. They're getting 3 or 4 yards at a time here, Kurt.
Yeah, the chunk yardage you need to sustain a drive here. They've gotten every play here so far. This opening drive.
Praying on that carry. 2nd down and 7 now. Ball on the 27-yard line of the Missiles. 8-10 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Milledgeville 20. North Shelby 6. Missile scored the first 20. Shelby trying to make it 12 straight here for the Raiders. Bo Bacon drops back to pass. has time. Looking for Ty Bacon.
Yeah.
Pass falls incomplete.
Truthfully, really missed opportunities here on the Raiders, for the Raiders on their passing plays.
For North Shelby.
They've had people open. They've had opportunities. Just either haven't came up with the catch or the quarterbacks missed them. But they've had people open against this Missiles defense.
3rd and 7. I think 2 plays to get 7 yards here. Figure they're going to go to Bowen here. Some type of toss play. 3rd and 7. I formation behind Bo Bacon. Double tight end set. Hand it to Bowen. He's met in the backfield. Sabres in there. 9. Living good. Stretching forward.
Bottled up that time. Trio of Living Good, Nye, and Sabre all in there for the Missiles on that play. I'd take a pretty superhuman effort by a player to get past those 3 for the Missiles coming in to make the tackle.
Loss of 1, about 4th and 8 now. So about 7.5, 8 yards here for the Raiders. Ball just inside the Missile 28-yard line. Bo Bacon in at quarterback, I believe. Or no? Yep. Bowen's off to his right. Prang goes in motion. Bo going to be pressured by Living Good, throws it to Ty Bacon, gets out of a tackle, gets out of another tackle. And where is he going to be marked? I believe he's going right at the sticks. They give him the first down. 2 chances the Missiles had to make a tackle, and Ty Bacon got out of it.
Yeah,
give him right at the sticks.
They had that bottled up. That's a play the Missiles have to make, and truthfully, normally we see the Missiles making that tackle. They had both Evan Shank and Connor Johnson had a shot of bringing them down on 4th down. Ty Bacon breaks through 2 tackles, though.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball just inside the Missile 20. Bowen back in at center. Going to hand to Browning. Browning off the right side. Living Good on the stop. Gain of about 2.
Carter Living Good with the stop. Gain of a couple.
2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8.
Chewing up the clock here are the Raiders.
Yeah.
Keeping this high-powered Missile offense.
We've seen some teams have success against the Missiles, just kind of taking their time, kind of slowing the Missiles down.
Bowen going to hand to Browning again. Met right at the line of scrimmage. Shank.
Yeah, Shank making sure he goes down that time, assisted by Benny Mickelson. Initially hit by Carter Living Good in the backfield.
No gain on that play.
No gain on
3rd
that.
and 8. 6:30 and counting. See, the Missiles defense can rise up. Tom wants to know if the K&K show will be doing the playoffs. Yes, we will be covering the Missiles in the playoffs. 3rd down and 8. Bowen once again in at quarterback. Prang and Browning behind him in the I formation. Bowen takes a snap, going to do play action. There's Wreck-It Ralph, going to cause havoc, but he throws it up and going to be caught by 22. Inside dives.
And we're going to say he was down.
It is signal. Going to say he's down inside. What's the signal yet?
They're talking it over. I thought he reached across before he was down.
I thought he was in, but we shall see. Belt on the reception, 17 yards. We'll see. They're still talking about it.
17-yard pass play.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown. Here's the ruling on the field.
I believe that was Belt over there. Was that who it was? 22
Yeah,
Belt?
number 22, Belt, TJ Belt, 6
Big.
foot senior here for the Raiders. That's a big play. Again, Missiles looked to have them stopped, but Bowen was able to get that pass off and then over Spencer Nye's reach.
Yep. Living Good just couldn't quite get him.
Yeah.
And Bowen just threw it up, and hit him right over the top there. Now the 2-point conversion, 20-12. Bowen gonna try to run it, throws, pass falls incomplete. So the Missiles lead still remains at 8 here. 5:58 to go in this 3rd quarter. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 12. We'll be back on your sports leader WCCI.
It is Milledgeville 20.
Impressive drive there, Kurt. Converting on 4th down again, a 3rd down and long. As the Raiders right back in this ball game at 20-12.
I think that the Raiders had 2 4th down conversions on that drive, didn't they? Doing what they needed to do, coming out of half here. Talked about it just before half. They were looking, especially after they got that interception, if they could have punched one in, we got a whole new ball game, but them stopping the Missiles, preventing the Missiles from getting another score. Got a whole new ball game here. We got a 1-score ball game now.
Johnson picks up about his 15, dancing around a little bit, tries to get to the sideline, and spinning, turning. There's the 25. Nice coverage there by the Raiders.
I think Johnson was trying to get his blocker set up, and the same token, he kind of just gave the Raiders more time to get down to cover that kick. Really, it's what almost ended up happening. It's a long time that you were asking your players to stay in a block there. Kind of like to see Johnson just get that and go.
So, 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Promenschenko, Nye in the backfield, double tight end set. Francis under center. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nye, not much doing there.
And maybe a yard here for Spencer.
Short game for Nye.
Gain of 1.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Ball on their own 29-yard line. 5:30 to go in this 3rd quarter. Missiles lead 20-12. Was 20-0. 12 straight points here by the Raiders. Pistol formation for Francis and the Missiles. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nye, nice gainer up the middle. Gonna have a close to a 1st down. We'll see. Bowen on the stop.
Yeah, it's
right
tough
at
to
the
see
sticks. The line or the
far head linesman on the other side doesn't ever move with the play, and it always confuses me because I'm watching the play develop, and I was like, it looks like we got it, and then but he doesn't move. I'm like, oh, maybe that play didn't go as far as I thought it did.
Gain of 9. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 37-yard line. Francis hands it to Nye once again. Nye fumbled the ball, picked it up, and gets now up near the 40. Gain of about 3.
Nye actually put the ball on the floor that time, and luckily for us, I guess, he was the only one that really realized it and just had to reach back down and scoop it back up.
2nd down and 7. Ball on their own 40-yard line. So the wind just continues to gust right in our face here, Kurt.
Right at us.
Francis can hand it to Promenschenko. Promenschenko off the right side. And he's going to be caught there for a short game, maybe no gain.
Around the outside.
Yeah, nothing doing on the outside there for the Missiles. Looked like he maybe had some blocks. Bunch of people calling for a face mask.
So 3rd down and long now for the Missiles.
Jaden Promenschenko has to come off here for a second, something with his equipment. Parker Saunders is going to enter the game for him.
So 3rd down and 7. Saunders and Nye in the backfield. Francis going to drop back to pass. Going to throw it to Johnson. Johnson's got a blocker in front. Gets a nice block from Livingood, and Johnson's off for the races. 40, 35. Inside the 35-yard line. Nice play there, Francis to Johnson. Great block by Livingood.
Say that play opened up there by Carter Livingood here on the outside. Great block, great legal block. Good job by him keeping his head on the right side, the correct side there.
27 yards.
Bring Johnson loose for a big game for the Missiles.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball inside the 35-yard line. Looks to be about the 33-yard line of the Raiders. Big conversion there for the Missiles. Francis pistol formation. Gonna pitch it to Nye. Nye makes one cut and gonna have a face mask here, I believe, Kurt, as he's down inside the 30.
That was a wrong penalty marker. Flag on the field.
Did Nye fumble that ball as well? I didn't see it.
I
He
saw it.
dropped it late, but yeah, I knew there was a face mask, so was not worried about the.
Say, saw Nye's head turn there. I think on the previous play that Promenschenko, I think his visor had gotten knocked out of his helmet that he wears.
Just going to add it to the end of the play, or not sure what's.
I think it normally goes for
Five-yard penalty.
occurred.
just wasn't a personal foul face mask though, just the 5-yarder. So 1st and 5 now.
I think the wind is picking up.
1st and 5.
1st and 5 here for the Missiles. From about the 29-yard line.
5-yard penalty here on North Shelby. Pistol or shotgun formation for Francis. Going to hand it to Nye. Nye almost took that snap. He's going to have a gain about 5 or so.
Yeah, that was a very, very quick handoff there from Kyson Francis to Spencer. And I don't know that Kyson had 2 hands on that ball necessarily. Just kind of guided it into the chest of Spencer.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 1 for the Missiles. 2:50 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 12. Francis under center. Shank is now in the backfield with Nye. Hand it to Nye. Nye going to have the 1st down, dragging defenders inside the 20.
Francis gives the ball to Nye up the middle.
Gain about 4 more for Spencer Nye.
1st down Missiles here from their 20-yard line. Missiles now pushing back here at the Raiders after they allowed that long drive by the Raiders themselves.
Yes, 1st and 10 for the Missiles, ball on the Raiders' 20-yard line. What a great game between these two teams.
Yeah, good Week 9 matchup here. Very much a playoff atmosphere with the Saturday afternoon game here. The weather.
Francis under center. Johnson and Mickelson the tight ends. Francis going to play action. Boy, he's got room off the right side. Great call there by Coach Grenoble. Going to be close to 8 or 9 yards there. Francis give him a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, lots of room there on the outside for Kyson. Bo Bacon there on the outside was able to stymie that play and bring him down.
So 2nd down and 1. Ball on the 11-yard line here of the Raiders. 2:02 to go in this 3rd quarter. Just 1 possession each so far this 3rd quarter, and I love every minute of it, Kurt.
This is good football, though.
That's
clock. Oh, he went out of bounds.
Yep, that's going to say that. About the only stoppage here is when Francis just ran out of bounds there. Shotgun formation. Here's that 2-by-2 set once again to the right. Kurt. Francis going to drop back to pass. Looking to get it to Saber, and boy, that was never open from the start.
Kyson really even only looked out this direction. Maybe like to see something where we at least look towards the 2-by-2 stack 4 on the other side. Or maybe we have our 4 stack here to the wide side of the field, try and get Sarber open on the other side.
Coach Grenoble, I know, always watches our broadcast back. We'll say put that 2-by-2 playbook in your back pocket.
I might have to go back to the back of the menu there. Put that on the hidden menu section.
3rd and 1. Be quick hitter to Nye, pushing forward, fighting forward. He's going to be close. Still might be a half-yard short. More is about 1.5 yards to 2, but they're going to be still a yard short. So 4th and 1 here for the Missiles. Big play here, 1:35 to go in this 3rd quarter. Missiles have a 4th and 1, ball on the 11-yard line of the Raiders. See the Missiles draw up here. I formation, Francis under center. And hand it to Nye. Nye's going to have the 1st down and more. He's all the way near the 5-yard line. Quick hitter there, Spencer Nye right up the gut. Give him a gain of 6 there, Kurt.
6 yards for Nye, making it 1st and goal here for the Missiles. Mother-in-law checking in that they're watching, nice and cozy on their recliners. They're not rubbing that in at all.
1st and goal for the Missiles. 1 minute to go in this 3rd quarter. 1st and goal from the Raiders' 5-yard line. Nye and Shank in the backfield. Gonna hand it to Nye. Nye once again, lunging, just short, down to the 1.
Yeah.
Nye with the run.
Nye lands just inches away from the end zone there.
2nd and goal from the 1-inch line, it looks like, Kurt.
Yeah. This is going to have to punch this in from as close as it can get.
This could be the final, well, if they score here, it won't be the final play. Down to the final 20 seconds here. Francis under center, now
A lot of shifting
Now
around.
Shank's going to take this snap. Shank in at quarterback, pistol formation, or wildcat formation.
Spencer taking it.
Oh, no, that's not what you want to do there.
I'll start against Milledgeville.
When that nose of the ball is basically touching the white, you can't have a false start penalty. There's also part of me that says I'd like to see us.
Don't go like out of the shotgun formation from there.
I'd like to see us have Kyson just take that ball.
Or Spencer, or Evan if you.
Yeah.
So now, this is going to do it for the quarter. Missiles do not have to run a play. So 2 possessions in this third quarter.
Yeah.
The North Shelby Raiders get a touchdown. The Missiles are knocking on the door. It'll be second and goal from the 5. Missiles 20, the Raiders 6 or 12. We'll be back on your Sports Leader WCCI.
Milledgeville 20.
12 Missiles lead North Shelby here. A great game here so far. Missiles jumped out to a 20-0 lead. The Raiders punched one in before half. They then took the second half, kicked off, and marched it right down the field for another score. But the Missiles now have it second and goal from the 5, which sounds good, Kurt, but they just had it second and goal from the 6-inch line.
So we just had it from literal inches away. False start penalty on a little shift there where we shifted out of our base into a shotgun. Moved too early.
So let's see who's going to take this snap. Looks like it's going to be Nye. Francis has moved to end. Johnson and Shank in the backfield with him. Nye going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson off the right side makes a cut. Going to be just short down to about the 2, maybe 1 yard line. About the 2. Gain of about 3.
Yeah, 3 yards there for Johnson.
3rd and goal from the 2 for Milledgeville.
3rd and goal from the 2.
See if the Missiles setting something up there where Johnson's going to, or Spencer maybe keeps it now here. He stays under center potentially. Kyson goes and gets the play though.
So 3rd and goal from the 2. 11:24 and counting in this 4th quarter.
Missiles are going to have 2 cracks at this, but it would have been nice to see us have a crack from the 1-inch line there.
Francis under center. Quarterback sneak, and boy, he's cut down, going to be gains 1, and we're going to be inside the 1 yard line for a 4th and goal, Kurt.
Francis gain of 1.
I'm not sure who that was. That 33?
Was 33
took the legs right out from.
Cut down almost immediately. Maybe McCoy there, number 33, came in. I don't. Couldn't quite see there in the.
This was converted on 4th and 1 a moment ago. Spencer Nye converted it. See what they dial up here. Big play in the ball game. 10:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Milledgeville 20, North Shelby 12. 4th and goal for the Missiles. I formation. Francis under center. Going to pitch it to Shank. Shank.
He's met. He's held up.
Does not get in. Shelby gets the stop. Shelby gets the stop right at the goal line there.
Stop short of the goal line.
And the Missiles do not convert. Shelby gets a big defensive stand.
For North Shelby.
What a huge false start penalty for the Missiles there on when they had it second in inches. Like literally probably an inch to move the ball from the nose of the ball. False start penalty moves them back to the
that ball was almost touching the goal line here for the Raiders. Now the Missiles defense got to come up and make a play. The Raiders get a stop, 20-12. Missiles stymied at the 1-inch line. Bowen just going to be quarterback sneak right up the middle.
Just trying to give the Raiders a little room here is Bowen.
Gain of 1.
Bowen with a 1 yard gain.
Well, I thought for sure Evan was going to get that final push for the touchdown, but met. I'm not sure who. There was a couple Raider defenders there.
Yeah, I think he had Raider defenders on him that were able to stand them up and not allow that little extra push there to get across the line. Just going straight quarterback sneak again.
Bowen again, getting a nice push, though, out near the 5 this time. Gain of about 3.
Gets out to the 5-yard line. 3-yard gain for Bowen.
It's going to bring about 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. Be big if the Missiles can at least get a stand here, make a punt from their end zone. 20-12, just a 1-score game here.
Yeah, get them in a situation here where maybe the Missiles can go after the punt in the end zone.
Missile defense shifting around here
quite a bit here.
Bowen going to take the snap off the right side and going to be tackled there by Nye. Short gain of the play.
Yeah, 4th down.
Going to be gain of about 2 more.
I don't think the Raiders can risk going for it here.
Gain of a couple. 4th and 4 for the
It'll be
Raiders.
4th and 4 for the Raiders now. This is where you don't want to have a penalty of roughing the kicker or anything. You're Kurt too. Want to be smart.
They got to be smart here. They got to be careful. If they
Not their normal punter.
this.
Bowen has been punting.
Yeah.
Is that Bacon?
That's Bacon.
No. Plunkett. Plunkett
Yeah.
back to punt. And gets it away. It's going to take a good Shelby bounce there. Be 1 there. You'd like to see the Missiles have somebody back to receive that. But save them about 10 or 15 yards there. But the Missiles will have it 1st and 10 ball on the 49-yard line here of the Raiders.
That punt might have been a byproduct of a late October field here. I don't know that there's much give out there on the field today.
Yeah, the field looks a little dry. So 8:44 to go. See if the Missiles can put one more drive together to cap off a 9-0 season.
Got a North Shelby alumni listening from Fort Myers, Florida, to the stream.
Let's see what's correct. That was a heck of a stand there by the Raiders.
Yeah.
Francis shotgun formation. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Francis gonna air it out, looking for Nye. Spencer's got it inside the 20. Gonna be out of bounds about the 15-yard line.
And look who's there right there to greet him is Kurt Francis down the sideline, hyping up the team.
34 yards there, Francis to Nye.
Yeah, again, you can just see that developing here from our vantage point. Nice pass there by Kyson. Dropped it right over the top to Spencer, who did a nice job to get a few extra yards there by keeping his feet in bounds.
So 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Raider 15-yard line. Francis, take it to Nye. Nye right up the middle. Short gain there, maybe 1.
Just past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you had Belt in there, along with Prang as well, I believe, on the tackle.
Dad just texted, what a game he said we have going here, boys. I would agree.
Yeah.
20-12. 2 premier teams, one from Missouri, one from Illinois here in 8-man. They're both state ranked. Shotgun formation for Francis. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Francis going to get it to Nye. Nye's going to have to make somebody miss. Just runs over him instead.
Yeah.
But still a short gain.
Small gain there. Brought down by Gander, number 11 there.
Gain of 2.
So 3rd down and about 7 here for the Missiles. Ball about the 12, or about 13-yard line.
Missiles finding themselves a little stymied here inside the red zone of the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders defense has picked it up here inside the red zone. Shank looks to be in at quarterback.
Johnson a little confused on where he needs to line up.
Might have to take a timeout, but they're going to run the play. Shank gonna air it out. Shank still looking, gonna throw it up, and it's gonna be intercepted. Yes, it is! One he should have just thrown away, but coming away with the interception is Ty. Well, that's Bo Bacon. Oh, those 5. It's
Yep.
so another missile drive stopped inside the 5-yard line here.
That time we had Kyson Francis out on a route. Yeah, Evans should have probably just threw this ball away. Couldn't quite see Kyson right away. Still tried to get it to him. Bo Bacon was able to sneak in, kept his feet in. Or I guess he even just foot in on that interception.
So another stop here for the Raiders.
And the Raiders find themselves 1st and 10 inside
Ball on the 3, it
their
looks
own
like.
5-yard line.
Bowen under center. Oh, boy.
That play did
That
not
looked like there's
start
some
right.
movement or something there. Bowen gonna loft it up, looking for Prank. Pass falls incomplete. There is a flag. I was gonna say, I did not see it. A hold. That could be in the end zone.
Yeah.
Is that a safety?
There's a penalty marker.
Did that occur in the end zone
Flag
here?
is
That'll be
definitely
the question.
out in the end zone. I thought there was a false start to start that play or something. That play started goofy.
Yeah. The flag is 5 yards into the
It
end
wasn't
zone.
in the end zone.
He said it wasn't. I'd like a replay of that. Usually they throw the flag about where the penalty is, Kurt.
Yeah.
And that, so going to decline the penalty. Would have just been about a 1.5 yard penalty. Be 2nd and 10.
Must not have got a good throw out of the pocket that time.
Maybe it slipped.
Yeah.
But that was 5 yards deep where that flag was laying in the end zone. 2nd and 10.
And as far back as Bowen had the run, like I'd imagine that's when the hold happened, is when he was chased back into his own end zone there.
Browning off the right, tackled right there by Nye. Living good as well. No gain on the play.
Yeah, the Bash cousins in there together on that tackle.
Third and 10.
3rd and 10 now. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Missiles still clinging to a 20-12 lead. Raiders come up with 2 huge stops in the red zone in the back-to-back drives. Bowen shotgun formation. Double tight end set though. Bowen has some time. Going to be pressured and through the hands of number 22 Belt. Had it and he dropped it.
Yeah.
Number 22.
It's another missed opportunity on the passing play there for these Raiders.
Steven Sarber on the coverage.
So now the punt team will have to come back out, I would imagine. Be a little risky 4th and 10 from their own 3.
That's a risky 4th and 10 from this position.
Plunkett is back to do the punting once again. He got off a good one the last time.
I think the
Missiles
Missiles
not going to send anybody back.
Not going to send anybody back. Okay. Thought maybe we would send at least one person back.
And it's blocked!
It'll be blocked.
One is blocked and it goes out of the end zone for a safety! Who was that? Was that Living Good?
Living Good.
Wreck-It Ralph!
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph gets the punt block. And there's your 2-score game, Kurt. Those 2 points are big.
Punt is blocked.
Yeah, that's huge. I think you might think like little safety or 2 points, but it's 2 points. You're expanding your lead here to a 2-score game now,
For a safety.
and you're going to get the ball.
So a safety punt goes out of the end zone here at the 6:19 mark. Living Good with his, I believe, 2nd punt block of the season. And the Missiles will get the ball, like you said, Kurt.
Yeah, big defensive stop there by the Missiles. Raiders with big stops there, which you sometimes think is the problem with making those stops inside the 5-yard line, is then you then have to take the ball inside the 5-yard line. Missiles defense holds strong. Mr. Audie there on the sideline busting out the Pedialyte. Must be about that time for cramps to be starting.
So we'll take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back on your sports leader, WCCI. Welcome back here. Kurt, after the safety, the kick comes from the 20. That's a big difference.
Johnson's going to have to come up pretty far to get
About
this
his
one.
own 42-yard line. Johnson off the left side. He's got room to run. Johnny's across the 40. Inside the 35. And finally pushed out of bounds by a host of Raiders there.
35-yard line.
With the Missiles.
First and 10.
With great field position, they'll have a 1st and 10 ball on the Raider 35-yard line.
Yeah. Say that safety also does lead. They have to kick that ball from their own 20-yard line. There do the Raiders. So solid chance you're going to get pretty good field position. Missiles take advantage here is the question.
Francis, I formation. or not I formation. Double tight end set. Shank and 9 in the backfield.
Mike and Elin Smith watching from home. They're sorry that our microphones are freezing.
Shank runs off, gaining about 3, maybe 4. Give him 3.
My friend Dave that I said was listening, his son Hank says we're the best announcers he's ever heard.
Dave, that's hard to argue with that.
Yeah,
Sounds like your boy knows
I quite agree. I quite agree. That Hank, that's a smart boy right there.
Yep.
Hank plays tackle on both ends.
With a name like
the
Hank,
field, yeah.
that sounds like a tackle.
Hank is a tackle on both ends of the field for his team.
2nd down and 7 here for the Missiles. 5:35 and counting in this 4th quarter. Missiles 22, Raiders 12. And a great ball game here we've had at a neutral site field. Nye off the left side, met in the backfield there, praying the first one back there. Loss of 1 on the play.
I also have confirmation from a replay that penalty did occur in the end zone, but in the end the Missiles ended up with the safety, so maybe we have the ball don't lie moment, I guess.
Yes. So yeah, that's like I said. I know this is one of the better officiating crews around. They've done great all year, but or all game. But like I said, when it was 5 yards deep in the end zone, that's hard to believe it.
Yeah,
a bad throw or not. But like I said, like you said, ball don't lie. You get the 2 points in.
Yep.
3rd and 8 for the Missiles.
yeah. Missiles got to convert here, get some yardage here, manageable 4th down.
There's Nye. Makes a man miss. Oh, there's another one, but a late flag and another flag.
Across the 1st down marker.
So we'll see. Maybe a face mask
on 1.
So we'll see. Spencer had a gain of about 10 yards on the play. He put the brakes on a couple times there.
Yeah, perfectly timed.
Against North Shelby.
I'm assuming they both saw the same face mask there.
So add it to the end of the run.
Penalty on the face mask.
So 10 yards, that's about 15 yards there total.
Yeah.
So first at 10 for the Missiles. Ball inside the 20, looks to be about the 17-yard line of the Raiders. I'd like to see the Missiles offense put one in the end zone here, Kurt.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while.
Yeah.
Has it been since the 1st quarter?
Brian Roosh agrees with Hank. He says we're the best ever. Well, coming from you, Brian, I don't hold a candle to you, Brian, but we appreciate that. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 17-yard line of the Raiders. Francis under center, I formation behind him. And hand it to Nye. Nye, nice gainer up the middle. Tackled there by number 7, Bo Bacon.
Yeah, sometimes it's that simple. You guys just have to
along with Colin McCoy.
Run it right up the gut.
Gain of 6. Jess Roble in agreement. Let's see, we got Terry Schmidt watching as well.
2nd and 5 for Milledgeville.
Pete McCallie checking in, enjoying watching the first group play a whole game.
Lugnut Louie, Ryan Dykstra checked in from the field.
Your brother checked in on my phone. He's in his chicken building there, watching the game and painting pumpkins.
Ooh.
He said overpriced pumpkins, but his wife knew her colors. They wouldn't have been that overpriced.
2nd and 4. Francis gonna drop back to pass. He throws it for Johnson, who makes a one-handed grab, but he's out of bounds. Gonna be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, nice catch there by Johnson, but that would have taken those go-go gadget legs to get that leg down in bounds there on that play. That looked dangerous there from the start, but
the North Shelby pass defense has been much better since midway through that 2nd quarter, Kurt.
Yeah.
We were gouging them through the air with open receivers. Their pass
wide
defense
open receivers there early in the game. Did the Missiles have?
Been much better. 3rd down and 4. Francis under center. Gonna hand it to Shank. Shank off the left side, pushing forward. Pushing forward. Evans still fighting. Still fighting inside the 5 near the 2.
Yeah.
Gained of about 10 yards there for Evan Shank.
Yeah, good to see Evan Shank. He's been back in the game all half, but it's good to see him get that run and keep running hard there.
1st and goal for the Missiles.
1st and goal for the Missiles. 3 minutes to go. Inside 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Missiles 22-12. Francis under center. I formation. Now they're going to change that. Looks like Living Good's going to go into.
Yeah, a lot of shifting around here for the Missiles. Evan Shank at a guard, Benny Mickelson at a guard, Carter taking the snap.
Living Good takes it off the right side, and Living Good is in! Wreck-It Ralph with a touchdown, and the Missiles lead 28-12. 2-yard run for Living Good.
Yeah, nice to see the Missiles capitalize on that safety with a touchdown drive.
So the Missiles, their third opportunity in the red zone here in this fourth quarter, and they finally convert. But credit North Shelby. That's a potent missile attack that they turned away twice. Francis now going to go move to end. Living Good.
Shifting around here.
Wreck-It Ralph package in again.
Yeah.
Nye and Saber in the backfield with them. I think I called this one the boat, and little false start there for the Missiles. Though they're going to have to clean that up going into the playoffs. But I think we called this the bulldozer package earlier with Saber, Living Good, and Nye in the backfield. Just got a comment from my mother-in-law, said the camera work on the sideline there, Brooks, by Bowden, caught Living Good's face as he ran in for a touchdown. She said that was a great shot.
Nice, perfect. I'll have to rewatch that one later.
Bowden last out there getting our sideline camera today. Lily Ebersol in working the main camera.
Yeah.
2-point try from the 8. As
Fake
Francis going to throw it to Johnson. Johnson's going to have to make about 6 guys miss, and he does not. Tackled there by
literally 6.
By 33 McCoy.
All the 2 people on the field for the Raiders were over there.
2-point conversion, no good. 2:36 to go in the ball game. Milledgeville 28, North Shelby 12. We'll be back on your sports leader WCCI.
Raiders have put in a solid effort here. They've played right with the Missiles. I do think that they've had some missed opportunities in their passing game, and penalties early kind of stymied some things for them. And there's still 2:36 left. We're looking at, they would need 2 scores with 2 extra points here to get through. The Missiles making plays when they've needed to here this afternoon against this Raiders team.
Yes, I've been, like I said, thoroughly impressed with this Raiders squad.
Yeah.
They are a load. Daniel on the return. His own 23-yard line. Going to be tackled there by Saber.
Penalty flag comes in here at the end after the tackle.
With the tackle. Penalty marker comes in after the play.
Yeah, something that is sort of nice to say about this Raiders team is we know we won't have to see them in our own playoffs.
Yes.
They seem like a team that could be somebody to wreck with. So
Holding against the Raiders.
Shelby.
.228 to go.
Back the ball up to the 23-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball on their 23-yard line. The Missiles 228 from wrapping up a 9-0 season, and that's something special when you're able to go 9-0, Kurt.
Yeah.
That's something that hasn't happened all that often in Missile football history. Bowen back to pass. Looking for Daniel. Pass falls incomplete.
Daniel is incomplete.
I'm glad it wasn't this long, but the last 2 times it happened for the Missiles didn't happen in exactly 10-year increments from like.
Yeah, it was 98, 18,
and the 08 team.
Yep.
Yeah, 98, 08, 18, all 9-0 teams. So we didn't wait as quite as long this time, but
back when those are 11-man teams.
Yep.
But now this is the first
2nd and 10.
8-man team to possibly go 9-0. Game not over yet. Coach Roble would be his second career 9-0 after the 18 team did it. Bowen, back play action. Has some time. Gonna air it out. Looking for Daniel. Pass falls incomplete.
Pass intended for Daniel is incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage out here by Jaden Promshangle, running right with him the whole time. Trying to get the ball out here to Daniel.
On the coverage.
Now, like I said, the Missiles will wait their fate. I believe, like I said, the spotlight on 8 will have the first pairings of the 8-man. Beginning 5 o'clock, they're going to post the bracket. WCCI will have their coverage about 7. I think the 1A comes out about 8 o'clock, I believe, somewhere in there tonight. But we had people asking, are the Missiles, like I said, they didn't have to play this game, Kurt. They could have took the forfeit win.
Yeah, they could have way easier went 9-0 this week if this ends up sticking.
Where people asking, are they going to throw this game? Because some people are saying the path could have been easier if you go 8-1 instead of 9-0, but not with this group of players.
I think the Missiles have proven they don't want the easy path. They want to earn it.
Yes, as this team, you could not get them to throw a game if you tried.
No.
And no, Coach Roble, that was never even a thought. As now, there's Bowen off the right sideline. He's got a running room close to 50. Out of bounds inside the 40. That was Bacon with the pass complete to Bowen. As the Raiders says, this game is not over yet, boys.
No, Raiders staying in this game. Good play down the sideline there for Bowen. Able to break free from initial tackles. Nice pursuit out here by Jaden Promshangle to not allow him to continue on to the end zone, though.
35 yards. To Bowen, his first catch of the ball game. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball inside the Missiles, 40 at the 38. Handoff to Bowen. Bowen makes one man miss. Tackled from behind there
Bowen the ball carrier.
by Livingood. Gains of about 5.
Evan Shank on the stop. 5-yard gain for
2nd and
Bowen.
5. We're inside 2 minutes. 1:50 to go in the ball game.
The lights are on here in Bushnell.
2nd down and 5. I formation behind Bacon. Bacon going to go play action. Going to throw it up to almost a great catch there by Belt.
22 on 22 there, and then both fell hard.
Incomplete.
So the way they're both getting up, that ground is not the softest, Kurt.
I'm guessing that doesn't feel great to land on. I should have did my research, I guess, as a commentator, and went out and did a few belly flops onto it before game.
You can do it. You can do a post game if you like.
I'll go out there. Lily Ubersaw needs some hours for her class, so maybe we'll send her out. We can add a couple extra hours.
3rd down and 5 for the Raiders. 1:30 to go in the contest. Missiles lead 28-12. Bowen back in at quarterback now. 2 wide receivers out to his left. Going to throw to Ty Bacon. Ty tackled there by Johnson. Right at the first down marker.
Close to the first down marker.
Gain of 5.
Going to give it to him, though. First down here for the Raiders.
1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Clock stops while they move the chains here. I believe he stayed in bounds. Now we're going to run the clock.
1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line of the Missiles. Bowen once again shotgun formation. Bowen going to drop back to pass. Double pumps, throws it up, and going to be intercepted there by Evan Shank. Has a turnover inside the 5-yard line, and the Missiles get their second takeaway of the ball game.
Missiles will take over.
Yeah.
At about the
Bowen just kind of had to heave that one up there a little bit sidearm. Ended up overflowing everybody but Evan Shank. Saw some thoughts going through Evan's head about trying to run that one back a little bit, but then I think he decided to just step out of bounds.
So Missiles will be backed up deep. Looks about their own 2-yard line or so. 1:04 to go in the contest. Milledgeville 28, North Shelby 12.
The Missiles are going to have to run some plays here.
Yep, they're I would anticipate North Shelby going to use some timeouts here. Yeah. We'll see.
Well, you don't get to carry them in the next week, so you might as well use them. Missiles don't even really have enough room to kneel the ball here, though. So
9, quick gainer. He's going to burst out across the 5 near the 8-yard line. Gain of about 6 there for Spencer Nye. That'll work. He's up unofficially near 97 yards on 20 carries.
It does look like North Shelby is going to elect to not use their timeouts here.
So should be just a final kneel down.
Yeah.
And the Missiles are going to cap off a 9-0 season here. But I know they're not satisfied with just that, Kurt.
Yeah, they're gunning down bigger goals than 9-0. I think first goal was this. But they're gunning down bigger goals than 9-0 this year are these Milledgeville Missiles.
So Francis takes a knee.
Appreciate these Raiders from North Shelby taking this game as well, coming up here to the Bushnell on week 9 to meet us, to give us a game here week 9.
The Missiles get the victory here today, 28-12 over the North Shelby Raiders. Missiles improved to 9-0 on the year. North Shelby falls to 7-2, but a valiant effort by them, and yeah, they're a quality opponent for sure. They got down 20-0, Kurt, but they didn't pack
they
it
didn't
in.
Give up. You didn't see them pack it in. They kept playing. They made big stops against a stout Missiles offense twice in a row down in the red zone inside the 5-yard line. Their defense stepped up and made good stops. Their offense, you can see, can be pretty electric, so I think they're poised for a pretty good run in the Missouri 8-man as well.
Yeah, we wish them all the luck down in Missouri. It'd be fun to have beaten the 8-man state champs in Missouri. So, yes, we're going to wish North Shelby the best of luck in the future.
Safe travels, guys.
Yep, thank you guys for hosting as well. So, yep, we thank their clock operator and PA announcer here as well.
Yeah, they obviously
a lot goes into hosting a neutral site game, Kurt.
Say, Bushnell obviously had to have some people here too. Their AD around, clock operator and PA guy here helping out. So we appreciate that.
Concession stand was open all day. So, and they did not charge.
To get into the game.
Yep, they did not charge to go for the gate as well. So yes, very grateful for Bushnell-Prairie City for letting us host North Shelby. As you'd like to see this as well. Both teams gathering near midfield. I believe our camera has a shot here. So, yeah, great to see that as well. Good sportsmanship all around. But, yeah, go over the stats here first for North Shelby. We had Bowen, 21 carries for 72 yards. Browning, 10 carries for 22. Prank, 6 for 17. Bacon, 1 for 25 through the air. Bo Bacon, 4 for 10 for 62 yards through the air. Bowen was 4 for 11 for 30 yards, but 2 touchdowns. He had one catch as well. Bowen did for 35 yards. Ty Bacon 4 catches for 21 yards and a touchdown. Belt 2 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown. Now for the Missiles, we had 20 carries for 97 yards. We had Johnson 1 carry for 3. Promenschinkel, Jaden 5 for 24. Shank 6 for 29. Francis 2 for 10. Livingood 1 for 2 yards, but that was a touchdown carry for 2 yards for Carter Livingood. Through the air, very efficient. Kyson Francis 12 of 16, 3 touchdowns, 188 yards passing. Johnson 5 of those catches for 97 yards and a touchdown. Nye 4 for 62 and a touchdown. Mickelson 1 for 6, and Livingood 2 for 24 and a touchdown, capping a 9-0 season. And like I said, it's a special thing to do, Kurt, to go 9-0 in the regular season here.
Yeah, kudos and congratulations to these Missiles players and coaching staff on a perfect 9-0 season. Like we said earlier, goal number 1 accomplished. Haven't had as successful as the Missiles 8-man teams have had. It's tough to think like they haven't ever had a 9-0 team, and some of the players that we've ran through here. But first 8-man team to go 9-0, capping off the season here in Bushnell. And now it's on to bigger goals here for the Missiles, and it starts next week in week 1 of the playoffs.
Yep, absolutely. The Missiles will find out their fate here later today, about 5 o'clock. But stay tuned right here on your sports leader, WCCI, for their playoff pairing show tonight. You're going to have to do it without me, though, but I have a feeling that Brian and Joe can do that.
Yeah, Brian or Joe should have that covered. Both guys know a lot about area football and about the games, so should have it covered. I know that I've listened to the broadcast in the past, so I'm sure you're sort of sad to miss it, but
Yes.
at the same time, we got to travel here with our Missiles team and broadcast this game today, and we thank WCCI for giving us the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Always one of my favorite nights and favorite broadcasts we do on WCCI. But, yep, they'll be in good hands tonight with Brian Roosh and Joe Letty there with the playoff pairing show. But, yeah, that's going to wrap up our WCCI coverage today. I'd like to thank Ashley back in the studio for running things there as well. But, once again, the Missiles cap off a 9-0 season with a 28-12 victory over North Shelby. If you're watching on our YouTube stream, stay tuned there. We'll have the post-game interview with Coach Roble and our player of the game as well. So, if you're listening on WCCI Radio, thank you for listening, and have a great night. right, welcome back here to the post-game show here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School in Bushnell. Our player of the game, Benny Mickelson, senior tight end and defensive lineman for the Missiles. First off, congratulations, Benny.
Thank you.
9-0, something
Yeah.
a Missile team has never done in 8-man football anyway. So
not yet.
talk about going 9-0. What does that mean to you?
I mean, I was really nervous this game, and I was worried we wouldn't get it. And I'm really glad we did. I don't know. I'm just really happy now.
Yep, talk about kind of a weird week for you guys. Was your prep any different with it was only, 3.5 days of school, you had parent-teacher conferences, and then you didn't play Friday? Just talk about how the week was for you.
We had, normal weeks, we have 2 full straight-out practices. This week we had 3 because it's on a Saturday. And then we had them at weird times. Like on Thursday was at 2 o'clock, and Friday was at noon, 12:30. So it was a little weird, but it didn't really affect us, I don't think.
All right, yep. So a hard-fought victory. You guys I thought you really played your best defensive game. A lot of pressures. They passed a little more than I thought they would, but
Yeah, me too.
talk about what you seen there. You really pressured the quarterback here today, Benny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't. I guess I don't know what I did. I just did my job, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what I did different.
Yep. And were you wondering? The question all week was their stud running back Bowen going to play? Were you a little surprised at all he took the majority snaps at quarterback today?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I don't think they'd shown that at all. So I was very surprised by that.
All right, so Missiles cap off a 9-0 season with a 28-12 victory over North Shelby. Our Ruby's player of the game is Benny Mickelson, so let's get to know Benny a little bit more. Favorite athlete, Benny?
I guess I'm a Packers fan, so probably like Josh Jacobs or Micah Parsons or something.
Okay. Dream job?
I guess right now my plan's to be an engineer in the future, so that'll be my dream job.
All right, how about a go-to Casey's snack or a candy? What are you grabbing at Casey's when you go?
Sometimes in the morning before school, I go and get a Gatorade and some donuts.
All right. Favorite school subject?
Probably math or science.
All right, and favorite school lunch?
I like the loaded tater tots.
Loaded tater tots. Are you a bacon or the hamburger on them?
Bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon, yeah.
All right. And last flavor, it's been the hot topic lately. You mentioned you get a Gatorade. What color of Gatorade? What's your go-to flavor or color?
My favorite is the cool blue, so just regular
All
blue.
right. One for the blue crowd. You're going to make me and Kurt Folk happy there. So we were getting dominated by the red people last week for some reason.
I don't like red, no.
Yep, man, oh man, I like you more and more, Benny. So, all right, that's going to do it for our question. So congratulations, Benny. I got your little goodie bag here that Ruby's packs every week. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck next week in the first round of the playoffs.
Thank you.
That was our player of the game, Benny Mickelson. We'll be back with Coach Roble right after this. Post-game show from Bushnell. A home game, Coach Roble. We had to travel 2 hours and 15 minutes. But first off, congratulations. You cap off a 9-0 year, something Milledgeville's done before, but first 8-man team to go 9-0.
Yeah, thank you. It was a great game, a great way to cap off a season. That was a very good football team we had to beat there. And, 9-0 is great, but it's especially great when you had a schedule like ours. For us to come out and perform every week and prepare like we did, and it's just a testament to what the kids have done in the off season, getting prepared, and the attitude they take on a day-to-day basis preparing for football.
Yeah, but A lot of work, I'm guessing, for you two as well to try to set this up. We give both schools credit, you and North Shelby. A game that probably didn't have to be played, but with the two groups you had, I know your seniors for surely wanted to play. You guys could have just taken the forfeit victory. But yeah, credit to you guys to coming out and playing a very quality opponent, North Shelby.
Yeah, it was great. Coach Engelkins, the day we found, or shortly after we found out that we lost our week 9, Coach Engelkins he follows 8-man all over the place. A couple years ago, he found us some team out of Michigan, I think, like 6 or 8 hours away, something like that. Couldn't make that. We didn't even try for that one, but yeah, he said, hey, North Shelby's a good team, and they're open week 9, and I got in the horn the next day and talked to their AD, who's one of their coaches as well, and glad we could work it out. That was a great test. They have a good football team. They were very happy to have a week 9 too, because they have a first-round bye, because their playoffs are set already, and so they're off next week, so 2 weeks in a row going to the playoffs will be rough. So they were very happy to have a game, and it turned out to be a heck of a football game.
Yeah, and just Bushnell-Prairie City, we thank them as well. Very gracious. They didn't charge admission. They had their concession people, their clock, everybody that does it. It's a lot of work to get a football game ready, so we appreciate them letting us play at a neutral site.
Yeah, sure is. I was so thankful that they were willing to host us. They've been great to work with. I've watched games on this field for several times during film. Never been down here. It's always good to see a new place, and man, their gym is unbelievable in there. Have you got a chance to see it yet?
Go in.
Oh, make sure you go in and see that. That is a cool gym. And very thankful to Nate and all the guys down here at BPC to let us play down here, because I don't know if it would have happened otherwise. 4 hours is a pretty long trip for both schools, but thankfully we got it done.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Kappas had checked in. He said, is this the first time in Milledgeville history they've wore black on the road?
As far as I know, yeah.
Well, I guess technically it was a home game, but yeah, valid point there. But
yeah,
he comes through the first time the Missiles were black in their black jerseys on the road. So now you cap off a 9-0 season, like I said, the first time since 2018. That's just one check mark off the goal list for this team.
Yep.
Now the playoffs start, and I know there's rumors, but I know there was an upset today. Unity Christian had beaten MCP, so I don't know if that's going to change anything or not. We don't know your opponent yet officially till about 5 o'clock tonight, but talk about as you prepare for the playoffs here week 1. We know we'll be at Floyd Dobb Field next Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, it's great to be home. I mean, we've been home a lot, but it's great to have a home game to start off. I think most projections have us as the number 1 seed, so that's great. We've earned that. And I just told the guys, hey, a lot of people's eyes will probably be one of the teams to beat, the favorites, but we got to make sure we prepare every week like we're the underdogs, because we got to have that mindset that it's going to take our best every week. We know the playoffs isn't ever going to be an easy road, and although we beat everybody on our schedule, we felt the pain of playing a team we matched up in the regular season and have been beaten. So we got to just make sure that every week we come focused and prepare like we can and like we have all season. And if we do that, I think we can have a lot of success. But got to take each week at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll be back at home. I'm sure you'll be called multiple times as we make our trek way with all the coverage here of the post-game shows. We want to know, but we want to wish you and the Missiles good luck next season, and I'm sure we'll find out our fate on the way home maybe tonight.
Sounds great. Thanks again for all you guys do this season. I know you guys know how much feedback you get, how awesome this is, and how great it is for a small school like us to have an awesome program like this on a weekly basis. So thanks for everything you guys do, all the time you put in, all the people behind the scenes. I think the kids sometimes watch this broadcast more than the huddle. So that's a testament to you guys. So thanks for everything you guys do here.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, we appreciate that as well. As you guys have makes our job fun when we got a team like this to cover. But, yeah, the hard work of the camera crew, they got some spotlight on them last week. How about your son's debut last week? Did you give him any criticism, or what did you get?
I started to listen to some of it. I didn't get all the way through it. But, he did an all right job. It's one of the few times he doesn't, we've always said that he'd be a good color guy because he used to narrate his life.
Yes.
But he clammed up a little bit when he got behind the microphone. I think my daughter now is the one that doesn't stop, so she might be the one. But he did a pretty good job. I was, a little disappointed in some of his formational knowledge, but, he did a nice job calling the plays and seeing things. So, that was awesome for you guys to do that for him. I was a little shocked to hear that. And as soon as I heard he did that, I was like, oh, boy, here we go. At least he wasn't pronouncing names backwards.
Yes.
Accidentally.
Yes, no, he did a great job. It was a pleasure to get him to jump in there, and yeah, thought he did great. Knew the plays and knew the yardage right off the top of his head. So yeah, that was fun to see. So that's going to pretty much will wrap up our coverage here. Did you have you want me to announce that on air there, Brooks?
They're doing fire trucks bringing us back in when we get home.
Okay, as they're gonna, the fire trucks. So if you listeners are listening, want to participate, the fire trucks. Like I said, a 9-0 season, Coach. It's not easy to do, and in the program history, that's something I should look up, how many times it's been done. I know it was about every 10 years.
Yeah.
We talked about. So yeah, the fire trucks are going to meet you guys back in Kalita and bring you into town. So
cool.
That'll be neat for the kids to cap off a 9-0 season. That's something special.
Yeah, it is special, and not only that, but it's not like we're a super deep team to do that all this year. It's great. Special season. I told the guys you have a chance to have a special season, and that part of the book is we got to have a short memory.
Yep.
I told the guys usually you get a night to celebrate after a 9-0 finish, but we only have a few hours, so we have to enjoy it while we can and be ready to work right away tomorrow. Mentally start preparing.
So yeah, well, messages, we're getting closer, but yeah, all fans come celebrate this team here tonight as they cap off a 9-0 year. They're going to meet in Kalita, downtown there at the fire station, and going to parade back through downtown Milledgeville and meet at the Victory Bell. How about that, Coach?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our coverage. We'll have Kurt jump back on here, and we'll be back to finish our postgame coverage from Bushnell. Bushnell, going to try to pack up and get out of here.
Yeah.
Get
We
the
need to hurry.
caravan.
I saw Lily's parents are already waiting for her. They want her, so we better get going here.
Yes, get the parade lined up, get the caravan back to town, celebrate this team. And like I said, a 9-0 season does not come that often here at Milledgeville. But yeah, a great win against a quality opponent, Kurt. And now the real fun begins. Week 1 next week.
Yeah, good football game here today, this afternoon in Bushnell. Furthest distance ever traveled for a home team potentially, but except for maybe you're playing in a state championship game or something. But that, week 1 is the next goal for the Missiles, 9-0. Congratulations to those boys and all the coaches. But, yeah, focus shifts now to bigger and better things.
Yep, we'll celebrate tonight, but they'll be refocused next week. But, yeah, come on out, join the parade. They're going to meet in Kalita there.
Yeah,
and
meet us just outside of Kalita on Kalita Road or something.
Yep, parade's going to lead back through Milledgeville, go downtown. So you're downtown at one of the local establishments.
Yeah.
Come out and show your appreciation of this team and meet them back at the Victory Bell. So that's going to wrap up our coverage from Bushnell. The Missiles get the win 28-12. Anything else to add, Kurt?
No, that's it. I guess Tuesday, come on out to regionals in Mount Carroll.
There we go.
Cheer on the volleyball team with themselves. Have had a pretty great season.
Yeah,
so
what were you, 28-5?
28-6 is how we ended up the season. But, with them, I talked about it. We got 3rd place in the Byron tournament, won the Polo tournament, won the Eastland tournaments, 28-6 overall. That's not a season to sneeze at either, and we're hoping to continue our season too. So.
Yep, 28-win Missile volleyball in action Tuesday night at Mount Carroll. That's a close regional as well. So no reason. Come out Tuesday night.
Make it happen.
Lady Missiles will play Pecatonica.
Yeah, make it happen.
What time is that game on?
7 o'clock on Tuesday.
7 o'clock on Tuesday. So check out the Missiles. But congratulations to the football team. They wrap up a 9-0 season with a 28-12 victory over North Shelby. Thank you guys for listening, and have a great afternoon.